What's going on, guys? Welcome back to #AskGSM here. Today, episode 663 for August 11th, 2026. We have a very special guest here today, as you could probably tell if you are listening, or watching rather, and not just listening. Alexis has returned for the first time in a few months. Alexis, welcome back to the show.
Hi.
She's excited to be here. This was actually her idea to come back on the show. I lobbied hard against it. I was outvoted.
No, he did not. No,
I was
that's
outvoted,
not true.
and she has returned. So Alexis is here for episode 663. A lot of great questions already sent in, a lot of which I can already guarantee you in advance you will have no idea how to answer after looking at the questions. But hopefully if you guys chime in the chat, which I saw Nathaniel, shout out to Nathaniel, included a lot of questions already in the chat. She can answer those, and it could be wrestling related, which try not to. She doesn't know a whole lot about that.
Okay, that's not
true.
No,
I
that's
kid.
not true.
She did actually watch half of Raw last night.
And
she did watch SummerSlam too. So yeah, she had an audition as well. Fingers crossed she gets that. But anyway, we'll get into that momentarily. Thank you to those joining us live or watching after the fact. I have finally returned to the live stream here on YouTube. The last time I was live here was a week ago for #AskGSM. I was struggling through the stream as I was sick. I'm still dealing with the after effects of that, but not remotely as much, so I should be fine to make it through today's show. That is why we were not live for WrestleRant Radio last week. I did pre-record an episode instead on Saturday, solo. No Mr. Marceau. We should be back to our regularly scheduled programming starting Thursday. Time TBD, got to talk to him first. But if you want to check out the latest WrestleRant Radio, it is live now from this past Saturday, giving my full on-site report from SummerSlam and the interview that I did with The Miz while I was in Minneapolis. So go back and check that out from this past Saturday. But yeah, I'll check out the chat in just a second. Do want to run through some quick housekeeping stuff. Shouting out the channel members, including Alexis, Miss Maud Matthews herself, Dillon, DiGiacomo, Mrs. Renee, Daniel Malcolm, at @I'mQuarter on X, DJ Swerve1, at Swerve1 on IG, Mr. Marceau, at RJ_Marceau on X, John Ritland, Real Honesty with John Ritland on YouTube, Richie, Red Planet Wrestling on YouTube, Bill Meister, and Average Grunt at gruntwrestling.bluesky.social on Blue Sky. And big thanks again to Daniel for last week's amazing support on the stream. Very much appreciated. Daniel, you're a real one. All of our channel members are a real one. Be sure to check out more information on that down below on more information and how to get become a WrestleRant All Access Pass channel member, which will soon include, I will be putting up my interview with The Miz likely there before it goes public for everyone else. It's a near 10-minute interview, the video version of it, which has not been released anywhere yet. So please consider checking that out. More information down below. You can also support the stream, the show, the channel by liking this very video, subscribing, and turning on notifications. You'll be notified every time we're live here on the channel, typically Tuesdays and Thursdays for #AskGSM and WrestleRant Radio, unless I'm sick. And then last thing, if you want to send in a question for today's show, you could do so, or maybe not today's show, but for future episodes. You tweet me on the Twitter machine, at WrestleRant with the #AskGSM. Find me on Facebook as well, facebook.com/gram.gsm.matthews. Drop a comment on the post I usually put up on Monday nights, if not on the wall itself. And last but certainly not least, include your question down below in the comment section on this very video after it's done being live and processing. I'll include your question in next week's edition. But if you are joining us live, include your question in the chat. Comment, question, I'll read through it and now, actually. And yeah, we can do that today as well. I think you have to be subscribed first, so just a heads up on that. But otherwise, be sure to like the video if you are here. All the support is greatly appreciated. So we'll get to the scheduled questions a little bit later on. Could be a lot later on. Depends on how quickly we get to the following chats. Actually, let me just pull it up on the stream first. Bam. Oh, no, it's not there. Hold on. Why is the chat not there? There we go. Chat should be there now. It's not fully there. Hold on. Okay, cool. I should have done that ahead of time. I forgot.
Lots of chats from Nathaniel.
Hey, stop looking at the chat. Nathaniel, what's going on, brother? All right, Fernando, thank you also for joining us. I'll get to your chats in just a moment. Nathaniel saying, hi, Graham. Hey, Lyra was on Raw yesterday. Would you want a Lyra Soul feud? Lyra was on Raw yesterday very briefly in a backstage segment. They have not had her in an in-ring segment since she beat Bayley at Saturday night's main event a month ago. Almost a month ago at this point, which is egregious. And I'll get to the WWE heel problem in a second. It's today's headline question for the video. But you can't accurately follow up on a heel turn a la New Day, John Cena, Randy Orton, what have you, and all different issues with all these various heel turns. You can't have a successful heel turn if you're not having these people on the show to follow up on said moments. She beat Bayley in decisive fashion. We've barely seen her since. I know what they were doing. They were teasing a feud with her and Sol Ruca, which is great. And I think that's fine if they're fighting for a shot at the Women's Intercontinental Championship. I think that's a fine feud, but you just got to have her on Raw more often. How did I feel about Solo losing yesterday? Not a fan, because the idea is, the stipulation of that match was that if Solo won, the Bloodline would have to leave him alone. But because Jey Uso won, Solo is being hand-delivered to Roman Reigns next week on Raw. Now, they didn't really accurately explain what hand-delivered meant, and they did imply that by losing to Jey, he might have to rejoin the Bloodline. I would hope that's not the case. They might be just delaying the inevitable here, but Solo is a great babyface, so I think, I mean, this isn't exactly your question, but I will say putting him back in the Bloodline would be a massive mistake. I know you saw his six-man tag team win at SummerSlam. Do you have any thoughts on that?
I just don't. I'm sick of the Bloodline stuff. I just feel like we need to put it on pause for like a few months.
We're still in the 8th inning or the 5th inning. So
Oh yeah.
we still have plenty of innings to go of the Bloodline.
Don't worry. No, they're just dragging it on. Like, it's so annoying. Like, stop.
Nathaniel also talking about his Seahawks playing Saturday. He's going to the game. Nathaniel, enjoy your game. Braun Breaker looked tired of being in the Vision yesterday. Well, that is obviously part of the point where he's supposed to look disinterested, because the idea is that he is jealous of Obafemi. But Braun Breaker, I mean, again, not your question or your comment really, but he needs to get the fuck away from the Vision. It's a waste of time. It's a group of losers at this point. I don't know what they're going to do with Bronson Reed when he gets back. But Braun Breaker should absolutely not be in the Vision. Any thoughts on that?
Braun Breaker looking tired, I'm not surprised.
Okay, so the lore there is that, and I've just explained this before in past streams. I think this is well established. And there's also an interview that I did with him years ago that is here on the channel as proof of this, from WrestleMania
in Dallas or
2022 in Dallas. That he clearly had not had his coffee that morning, because he was the NXT champion at that point, or at least fighting for the NXT title at that point in NXT. And he was extremely exhausted. And I don't want to say nonverbal, but he did not really give us anything when we were talking to him. So, and then he did that again when I spoke to him a few years later. So it seems to be a recurring pattern with Braun Breaker. He is not an early morning media guy. I'll just put it that way. Nathaniel said, do you think Dom is champion for another year? No, I think Dom loses the AAA Mega title at the AAA Triple Mania show at El Grande Americano in next month, actually. I think he would have to drop it soon. I mean, he keeps fucking losing on Raw. They just treat him like a loser. If you're going to treat him like a loser, why is he holding a world championship from another promotion? It just doesn't make any sense. So, no, I think the reign ends in a couple of weeks. Nathaniel asking, I wonder if Liv beats Becky and then Stephanie, and then Stephanie wins the title. Then Becky beats her for it. Would you like that? So you're proposing Liv loses the belt to Stephanie, who then loses it to Becky. I would be okay with that. I would be fine with that. Any thoughts on the transferring of the Women's World Championship in that order, or not so much? She's very much out of the loop here as far as stuff that happens weekly on Raw, but I know you know that Becky and Stephanie are back.
Yeah, no, I saw that. Well, I'm just starting, because I've been busy, because I've been in a show, but now I'm, like, just starting to watch it again with him. Like, we watched Raw live for the first time last week in a while, like, together, in a very long time. So that was really nice. But, no, that would be cool.
Yeah, I
like Stephanie. I like Becky.
I think that's a fine way to go about the transferring.
I'm not Tyreek Ritchie. Stop saying that.
Stop. You're Ty Lexus, actually.
I'm not.
Also, Danhausen appeared on Raw. He was in a backstage segment quickly, but the segment that he had in front of the crowd on the stage was a commercial break exclusive thing. I saw the full video of that. It was fun. I think less is more with Danhausen right now, because the stuff he was doing with the Judgment Day at the end there was just fucking awful. The concert on Raw was really bad. The match at SummerSlam sucked. I mean, I didn't have high hopes for it to begin with, but like, the stuff he did with JD McDonough and the Knicks I thought was great, but like anything beyond that was kind of dumb, and it was a complete waste of everyone's time. Nathaniel said, hey, Alexis, have you seen Spider-Man Brand New Afternoon?
I haven't seen that. I've seen Brand New Day.
Brand New Afternoon is actually the short of Brand New Day. It's the sequel. He's asking if you got an early preview of Brand New Afternoon.
Oh no!
Brand New Night is my personal favorite of the trilogy.
Stop.
It's a nice, it's a nice
Stop.
Night
It's
Monkeys
stupid.
in that one.
Stop! It's stupid.
I feel like he meant Brand New Day.
I feel like that's what you meant. Yeah, we saw it together. It was good. I liked it. No Way Home is my favorite. I don't think anything will beat that. That movie was like perfection, beginning to end. But Brand New Day was really good.
Yes, it was a great movie. I have now seen it. We have now both seen it twice.
Yeah.
Together. And I said this last week. I would go No Way Home, Brand New Day,
Yeah.
Homecoming,
Yep.
Far From Home, and they're all great movies. So honestly, it's not like Far From Home is terrible. I've seen a lot of shit for Homecoming, but I've also seen a lot of love for Homecoming. It's a very weird, decisive thing.
It also, like, I was wondering if it would either get better or worse the second time I watched it. It was the same, I would say. Maybe a little bit better. It wasn't like when I saw the Backrooms movie for the second time. The Backrooms movie was like 10 times better the second time for some reason.
Interesting.
But this one was like right up there with the first time I watched it.
Yeah, definitely still worth a rewatch for sure, especially for all the Easter eggs you may have missed. Fernando, what's going on, brother? He said, good morning. He meant, it says Buenos Dias. It translates. I know what fucking Buenos Dias means, so I don't know why it constantly has to translate. But Fernando, what's going on, brother? He said, Raw was trash. I didn't think it was terrible. I thought Raw was fine. People have this weird habit of thinking Raw was amazing or it was terrible. Like, sometimes it can be good or it can be, like, okay. It's constantly one or the other with people, but I thought the show was fine. It definitely was not a great show, but I thought it was solid. Fernando said, Alexis, what are your thoughts on the way Jean Grey, spoiler alert for those that haven't seen it, but it's been almost 2 weeks, so I guess you were warned. The way Jean Grey was portrayed in Spider-Man Brand New Afternoon.
Brand New Day.
Well, he said Brand New Afternoon,
Stop
so
it.
Fernando might be
Nathaniel
mistaken.
said that. No, I liked it. Sadie Sink is probably one of the best actresses of like the younger generation out there right now. She's very talented. I've been following like her stuff since she was in Fear Street, like the 3 Fear Street movies on Netflix. And I really liked her in that second movie that she was in for that. And I think it's perfect casting. She's phenomenal. Very good. I thought it was interesting, the stuff that they did with her character. Like, there were things in there that I wasn't expecting, that I wasn't sure, like, if was actually, like, comic accurate, but it is in some situations. I don't know. If you've seen the movie, I think you know what I'm talking about. But, yeah, I liked it. I'm excited for her to be in there.
Yeah, they portrayed her as a villain. I mean, she was obviously the main bad guy in the movie, but then you were also supposed to be sympathetic towards her, and I don't say that as a bad thing. I think the way they portrayed her was good. They made her as a kind of a Shades of Grey character. I did go there. I thought that was well done. I like that. Obviously, she'll be a part of the X-Men going forward, so she'll have to be kind of good eventually, but if they eventually tell the Phoenix Force story, then she'll kind of have to be more leaning towards the heel side of things, so I thought that was kind of a nice preview of that. She was definitely not a babyface character. I mean, this woman, girl, whatever, inhabited people's bodies, essentially committed sexual assault with Tom Holland and Zendaya. The kissing thing. I mean, come on. He inhabited her body and had her kiss him. I mean, obviously could be worse, but that's sexual assault. I mean, if you don't think so, then that's kind of problematic.
I don't really know what to say to that.
Because it is.
No, I'm not commenting.
Doesn't want to get canceled, I guess.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to get into that. I don't know.
But anyway, I mean, regardless of that, she's still backed up into oncoming traffic while inhabiting that old man.
Yeah,
so he's probably
murder.
dead. I mean, we don't know that he died, but that was not.
Surely attempted murder.
I mean, at least. So, and she also jumped off the building as MJ, and you could say, oh, well, they knew Spider-Man. She knew Spider-Man was going to. Oh, fuck you. She didn't know Spider-Man was going to save her. And she fell off backwards off the building.
I know. You're giving a lot away for someone that was worried about the whole Jean Grey thing when you first...
Well, I already said spoilers. You were warned. If you haven't seen it, I mean, too bad. I'm sorry. And I know Richie's seen it. We talked about it day one. Fernando obviously saw it. He's asking us. Nathaniel saw it. I mean, I'm sorry. We're giving spoilers away. I apologize. But anyway, Richie, speaking of whom, did say, oh, snap, it's Tyreek herself. Alexis, if Tyreek shows up today...
It's not me.
When he's not here.
I'm not him.
Whoa, getting loud.
I'm not
rowdy.
him. I'm her.
What are you, Carmelo Hayes? Fernando said, Alexis, what are your thoughts on the cast announcements for X-Men so far?
I think it's just 3 people, right? Emma Frost, Cyclops, and Jean Grey.
I mean, a lot of it is like rumors and not official, but yes. I know,
Well,
especially Emma Frost, yes.
Well, yeah, Emma Frost I really like because I think her career, like, for some reason, ever since she was in Ready or Not, I think is what it's called. I like good for her. She's been getting into like bigger stuff, so that's pretty cool. I like her. And then the guy for Cyclops, I don't know anything about him, but he has a cool look to him. So, and he looks about the same age as Sadie Sink. So,
I heard a rumor that they wanted, I think for Cyclops, maybe, I don't know if it was Cyclops or not, but I thought they wanted the guy who died, his son, the guy from Hunger Games, Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh, really?
I heard they wanted his son.
Really?
They may have been too busy, yeah. So, that was a rumor. I mean, all of this is just rumor at this point, but
I don't know if that would make sense though because he's like not.
doesn't fit the idea of what that
He's
would
not. He's not like the build of
No,
what
he's not.
Cyclops would be.
No,
like
I know.
at
That's
all.
why I thought that was. I don't know if that's true, but that's just what I had seen.
I know he's a good actor though. I've heard like.
Yeah, I know. I've heard he's a good actor.
Yeah, and he looks just like his dad.
Yes, he does. Nike Fan 02, what's going on, my man? He said, do you think Solo will join the Bloodline by force and ultimately cost Roman the title in the match with LA Knight? So I've seen that pitched because LA Knight is definitely getting the shot of Money in the Bank. LA Knight is not winning the fucking World Heavyweight title. If he does, that would be incredible. I would love to be wrong. But it's been so long now that we have been so wrong about LA Knight eventually being elevated to the main event scene. I would be surprised if they ever actually pulled the trigger and put the title on him, including at Money in the Bank. Now, that would be the only exception to why I would be okay with Solo Sikoa rejoining the Bloodline to then turn on them a month or two later. That isn't the only under that circumstance would I be okay with it. But we already had one person who is organically over as a babyface, and Jacob Fatu, lose to Roman twice, not once, but twice, and then be forced to join the Bloodline and throw all of that momentum away. Yet he's still kind of a babyface and people still cheer for him, but he's like a heel in the Bloodline. The character dynamic is completely fucked up. I don't know who we're supposed to cheer for and who we're not. What I do know is that Solo is organically getting over as a babyface, as a fan favorite. To throw that away by putting him back in the Bloodline, even if he's like resisting, I still think it would be a waste of fucking time. And not everyone has to join the Bloodline and then inevitably turn on them from within the group.
I was just going to say, I feel like that's also just so redundant. Like, they've done that so many times where it's like, oh, I'm in the Bloodline, but I don't want to be, and I'm going to break out, and I'm going to face Roman, or I'm going to rebel. Like,
We've already done
boring.
that. We don't need to do that.
Yeah.
It just seems like it's again, like I said, delaying the inevitable.
Yeah.
Because Solo's going to break away anyway. What is the point of even doing that when he could just feud with the Bloodline from the get-go? Is it because they really want to stretch out between now and WrestleMania? It's not like Solo's beating Roman for the belt anyway, nor should he. But I don't think the belt is coming off of Roman before he probably loses to Obafemi, which should have been coming out of SummerSlam, but it's not. Whatever. At this point, it's probably going to be WrestleMania.
Yeah, that would have made perfect sense. But
yeah, I mean...
Okay. But that's why they didn't do it.
No, they're just going to waste time, which it'll be fine. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, it's whatever. I like LA Knight being in the title picture and whatnot. He's not going to win, but it's better than him just doing nothing,
I've lost all faith in...
No, he's not going to win, but
Yeah,
it's nice that he's in the spot, but, I mean, he's just not going to win. Would love to be wrong, though. Of course, probably not going to be. Nathaniel said, hey, Alexis, would you want Jean Grey to be Spider-Man's love interest? Interesting question. We talked about this.
No.
No!
Zendaya all the way. I love them together.
Okay. We're talking about Peter Parker and MJ, though.
Okay.
It's different.
Those two have incredible chemistry. But I will say, like, we were talking about this the other day. I don't think Spider-Man needs a love interest, honestly. I really don't think he needs one. I think he's at a point right now, the way that the movie ended, he's at a point where he can, like, live his life and have his, like, circle of people, but he doesn't need to necessarily... Like, it's kind of like how they ended Deadpool, like, in Deadpool 3. Like, Deadpool didn't have his girlfriend. Like, they ended things, like, amicably. They didn't. We just watched it.
I know.
But
they hinted at them maybe getting back together.
Not really. They smiled at each other, and that was it.
You know what that means, though. You know where that was going.
You're such a man. They smiled at each other, and you're like, oh, they're gonna do it. No, they're not.
She didn't just smile at him. She wanted to go hold his hand. She wanted to beep, boop, boop.
Anyway... They ended things on, like, an amiable, whatever, friendly note. And That's kind of the vibe I got for Spider-Man, like whatever they did there. They ended things on a positive note. And I think the way that they ended it with him and Jean Grey, I get the vibe that he's more of like a mentor to her. Because they're probably maybe the same age, maybe she's a couple years younger than him. But like I think they could have a really cool team up like in another movie, in one of the upcoming ones. And I think Spider-Man's going to end up being like one of the biggest characters that we have, like an Iron Man or Captain America, like when the whole Avengers stuff first started. I think Spider-Man's becoming that for like the next wave of Avengers. But so I don't think so.
No, I think it's more of the mentor role.
Yeah.
They could be crashing and smashing. I mean, that's up to them if they want to do that. I'm just saying, like the guys got stuff going on. Maybe they could be. I know the comics would probably do that. I don't think they need to. I don't think they need to. We're on the same page here.
No, stop. Now the question is, do you think what?
What?
The question is, do you think they're gonna bring like a Gwen into his universe and like?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think they will eventually. I don't think him and MJ will ever be broken up. I mean, they're kind of not together right now, but I think that's ultimately where they will go back to is with them. I don't think he ends up with. I don't think this Peter Parker, played by Tom Holland, will end up with anyone else but her.
Yeah, she's the end game. No pun intended. She's the end game with those two. Those two are going to be together like permanently. In the end. But I think at some point, like in the short term, we will get like a Gwen Stacy or something to kind of add some interest. But I don't think he needs it, but I could see them doing that.
No. But part of Spider-Man's appeal to a lot of people is that he does have a lot of love interest. He's a guy that's got a lot of girls. So maybe. I'm not saying I need to see it. But I'm saying that I get it.
Why are you smiling? Like your mind is going somewhere. You're like you're like
oh.
Stop.
I get it. We all love where Solo's at, baby, Nike fan says. Yeah, Solo Dolo is right where he needs to be. I love the Solo stuff. He's very entertaining. When he was like last night, so Jey Uso, you have not watched consistently enough lately to understand the reference, but Jey Uso has been saying for the last couple months, he goes, "This is your warning shot. Pow, pow." Like, that's what he keeps doing. And then Solo will fire back and go, "And this is my warning shot. Pew." Like, stuff like that. But then he'll also go, like, when Jey Uso did that last night, to set up the match for the main event, they were in the ring, or Solo was in the crowd, Jey was in the ring doing this. And Jey was like, "That's your warning shot. Pow." And then Solo, they cut to Solo, and he's like this. He goes, "Is everyone okay back there? Anyone get shot? Anyone get shot?" That was funny.
That's funny. He's very funny.
Yeah,
he has a personality on him.
I need to see the Solo group chat. I want to see the Bloodline group chat with Solo, with the memes he's putting in there, GIFs.
Do you
that
think
man
they
would absolutely get canceled.
Do you think they have a group chat that's like literally called the Bloodline?
No, they probably call it something really stupid.
And do you think the people who got fired are still in there?
Yes. I don't think Roman's in a group chat with fucking Tongaloa, but I do think that I think it's definitely Roman, the brothers, Solo, maybe Sammy. Paul is probably in there but doesn't respond. I could see that. Solo's tweets, if you go back, I don't know if anyone could pull them up in the chat. I mean, you can't pull up like a picture, but like if anyone can go copy and paste them, Solo was tweeting some outrageous shit when he was back in middle school. His Twitter account is the same Twitter account that he had in middle school. He posted a tweet that went viral. I think he went off and deleted all of them, so you can't find the actual tweet, but you can find pictures of it. Solo Sikoa tweeted back in middle school. He's like, "Yo, I just figured out." Let me find the actual tweet. I don't think it would do it justice for me to just say it. But he was talking about wiping his ass. And he was like, "Yo, I just figured out how to wipe my ass. This is insane. Like, I've been shitting my ass for the last, like," you guys remember? Does anyone else remember this? You don't, I know, but let me see. Solo Sikoa, old tweets. Hold on. Like, he had these tweets where he said, "Shit, I hate math. Fuck math. I hate math." Like, Solo, and then people had signs at the shows that said Solo fears math, which was funny.
That's funny.
Anyone have a Netflix account that I can get in with a little water
Oh my
emojis?
God.
Come on. He's getting busy back then. Where's the ham sandwich one? Where is that one?
Why don't you just search it?
Yeah, well, oh wait, Richie, thank you very much. Richie just sent me the Netflix one. Richie, can you find? I don't know if I want to put this in my search bar. Can you please find the poop one? Sorry, I saw it yesterday on Twitter. Can you please find that, Richie, and text it to me? I will read it out here on the show in a second, if you can find it.
What grade do you give Dynamite Mexico?
Thank you for moving on from the poop tweet. I would give it an A. I thought it was a great show. The crowd was great. A lot of matches. It's great. What grade would you give it? He hasn't watched an episode of Dynamite since 2020.
Since the dawn of humanity.
Oh my God. It was a great show. The
You
crowd
guys
was
like my
great.
Rhea Ripley shirt? Graham got it.
Yeah, I got it for you. You're welcome. It was a really good show. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I talked about it briefly on WrestleRant Radio this past week. Yeah, everyone was buying that shirt at SummerSlam.
It's so cool.
Yeah, they're making dough off of that shit.
Ask Alexis what's the forearm tattoo, and GSM, when are you gonna get that CM Punk tattoo?
Because they've asked before if I were to
The
get a
Pepsi
tattoo. No, I wouldn't get a Pepsi tattoo. If I was to get any tattoo, it would probably be a CM Punk tattoo, probably of like the arms thing or whatever, and it would be something small, like on my hand or my wrist.
Like the logo,
something that is identifiable with CM Punk. Yes.
I like that.
When am I going to get that? I don't know. It would have to make sense. But they're asking you what the forearm tattoo is.
Are
and
you
also,
talking about,
or something with Alexis too, or something matching.
Are
with
you talking
Alexis.
about this one? Because I've been drinking my coffee and I use this. This is a half sleeve. It's actually a cover up. Because when I was younger, I gave myself 3 tattoos. But it's just flowers.
No deep story there.
No deep story. I just flowers. And then on this forearm, I have a pinup.
There you go.
I can't really show it. Pinup of a lady.
Did I enjoy SmackDown? Yes. I thought SmackDown was a good show. I thought Raw was better last week, but SmackDown was good. I enjoyed the Owens and Punk stuff. I enjoyed the Orton and Cody stuff. And I thought Tatum Paxley coming in was also really good, so I like that. Dominic Ziggler, seriously. He's eaten more losses than Dolph Ziggler used to. He basically is Dominic Ziggler at this point. Is his push over? For now, he is definitely not being pushed at the moment. Dominic Mysterio has not been pushed all year. He lost the Intercontinental Championship in March. He's been AAA Mega Champion all year, for whatever the fuck that's worth. He's barely defended the fucking thing from what I understand. But like on the main roster, he lost to Finn Balor at WrestleMania, which he should have, but they didn't really do much with him after that. He was bumped out of the King of the Ring. He lost to Danhausen. He's barely been on Raw in action. He constantly loses. The push has been over for a while. He really has not been consistently pushed. Oh, God. I think Richie found the tweet. I'll open it in a second.
He sent you 2.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God. He gave me a whole bunch. Maybe he'll share it. I'll flip the phone around. Oh, he sent me all of them. All right, Richie, thank you. Richie's coming through right now. He's a real one. Dominic, realistically, has not been pushed since he beat John Cena to win back the Intercontinental Championship. That was almost a year ago. That was 9 months ago. He's not been pushed since then. Granted, he did get hurt, but he has been healthy for a very long time, and they have done diddly squat with him on the main roster. And then Fernando also said before I opened the Richie text, he said, I think the Trios Championship is beneath Hangman, a 2-time AEW World Champion. Do you agree? It is definitely beneath him. If he's going to end up in a fucking Trios title match at All In, that is a waste. I don't know what exactly else you do with him, but I know he can no longer challenge for the world title because he lost to MJF with that being the stipulation. He can't go for the top title anymore. But AEW has like 7 other championships that he can challenge for. The Trios titles are probably like the last championship he should probably be going for. I like the chemistry he has with Bro Dito. I think they're a great trio, but I don't know. I think he could just be doing more than that. I'm not really overly interested in that personally. I think it's just kind of a waste of Hangman, and those belts also mean nothing. They change hands frequently enough to the point where they don't really mean shit. So, yeah, it's not exactly my cup of tea. No L, what's going on? Thank you for joining. Let me read through these Richie texts real quick. So he sent me does anyone have a Netflix account that I can get in? That was Solo's tweet from February 17th, 2013. The post, I love it. The best, what makes these tweets funnier is that when you scroll down, it says this post has been deleted. That always makes it funnier every time because you know that it's something outrageous. The fuck math one we already saw. Damn shit, I hate math. Hate math. I hate math. He fucking hates math. He said that for an entire school year, from October to December. Solo, not a math guy. Do not act.
Just scroll to the side.
Do not ask him to add anything up. Said, damn, my throat hurts. I mean, it happens. Mine did too last week. I was sick, so I get it.
I like how it tells you that it's tweeted from Earth, though.
I know, it's so ridiculous. He was at 3 different times, he tweeted, that he was at Long John Silver's. I don't know if you guys can see that. He said he was at Long John Silver's, at Long John Silver's, at Long John Silver's. Wait, whoa, what the fuck? Okay, whoa, I did not mean to show that on screen.
What?
I apologize.
What?
It says, hold on, wait.
What?
It's funnier when I read it. Hold on.
Are you even allowed to say what you just said?
Yes. I mean, it's not like a
slur?
It's not a slur. It's just I didn't see that last part there. February 14th of 2013. These are all from Valentine's Day. February 14th, 2013, at Long John Silver's.
That's crazy.
Thank
Who
you for
goes
letting
there?
On Valentine's Day?
Long John Silver's.
Who the fuck
disgusting.
doesn't go there on Valentine's Day? Who the fuck doesn't go to Long John Silver's on Valentine's Day? We're going there next year.
I'm gonna kill you if we go there.
He had 4 likes on that one. On the second tweet. Second tweet, also at Long John Silver's, clearly not on a date, but if he was clearly thinking of someone else. Because he said, at Long John Silver's, RN missing her. So right now he was missing her. So he got
at a fish place?
He probably got stood up.
At a fish place.
Yeah, he went to Long John Silver's.
He's thinking of his girlfriend at a fish place.
Yeah. What is that? What is wrong with that? I don't understand. I don't get the joke.
At a fish restaurant.
Yeah, fish.
Fish.
I don't get it. What's wrong with the fish? I don't know. You're gonna have to explain that one to me off air. All right. So in the canon, he said he was missing her right. This is the sort of shit you get on the show when Alexis is here. You don't get this sort of premium content otherwise. I'm just too young and innocent. I don't remember.
That's not true.
At Long John Silver's missing her right now. All right. That's the second
That's
update.
just so cruel to say that. What does it say?
The third text says, still on Valentine's Day. This one had the first one had 4 likes. The second one had 3 likes. This one has 232 likes with 32 retweets. It said, it says at Long John Silver's with my at Long John Silver's with my dick out. Who want me?
What the fuck?
I can hear it. You know what? Whatever. I already showed it once.
Ew.
Look at that. At Long John. Why? Whoa! Like, where did that come from? I was just like, he's at Long John Silver's, and then it's like
his dick's out.
Why?
In the
Whoa.
fish restaurant.
Wait, in public? Is he in the bathroom?
Dick's out for Long John
No wonder
Silver's.
you're missing her. No wonder she left you solo. Who are we talking about?
No wonder you're solo now.
Yeah, exactly, solo. What the fuck? What is up with that? And that's not even the best one. The best one, you thought that was good. He said, and I quote from, he tweeted this on 9/11.
Oh.
Never forget. On 2014. Not in 2001. That would be crazy. He said...
He's like a couple years older than me.
At WWE Solo Sikoa said, and I quote, to be fair, this really should be a super chat. I should make this a super chat, like when I used to sing when you guys would like the video enough or like send in a super chat or something. You're lucky I'm giving you this for free. That is how nice of a person
Like the video.
Like the video to support me reading this tweet from Solo Sikoa. And I will not do it in his voice. But he said, and I quote, I ain't start wiping my ass until sophomore year of high school, bro. I used to walk them halls cooking a straight grilled shit sandwich. I can't read this without laughing. I'm gonna
You want me to read it?
No. I'm gonna do it again without laughing. I'll try my best. I ain't start wiping my ass until sophomore year of high school, bro. I used to walk them halls cooking a straight grilled shit sandwich between my ass cheeks, man. I was throwing the underwear away every week.
Ew.
That is absolutely... I saw that the other day. That is so fucking gross. I've seen that before, but I was reminded recently. That is so disgusting. Why would he tweet that? 9/11 would mean that he had just gone back to school. Maybe that was when he graduated. I don't know. He was like, I used to do that. Like, up until sophomore year of high school? You're about to drive a car and you're still pooping your pants?
So
What?
I don't know.
Where
He's got a science project in his pants.
That
what
is
you're telling me.
insane, man. That is crazy. All right, let's get to these other super chats before we fall further down into just this random hole of randomness. Nike fan said, Alexis, last week Graham said that we can name your kids. What do you think of Bray Matthews? So last week I did say, I don't know what the question was.
It's so random.
I said maybe if someone, I don't know what the context was. Like, would you name for how much would you allow someone to pay for? I said, yeah, for fucking name the price. Yeah, sure, go ahead. If I had a kid, name them. You guys can name it. I don't give a fuck. Come up with whatever you want. What are you making that face for? You don't want Nike fan naming a potential future kid? Why not? Anyway, he said Bray Matthews. What are your thoughts?
The name Bray's cute. I like the name Wyatt actually more.
It's Wyatt. Wyatt Matthews?
Even though that's not your real last name.
Hey, don't keep it kayfabe. Keep it kayfabe. Bray Matthews, yes or no?
That's fine, yeah.
All right.
It's cute.
What
Would the middle name be, though?
You don't just say a name and we name it the kid. Like, you have to donate a lot of money. I mean, come on. I mean, I'm a businessman. What would you say, the middle name?
Yeah, what would the middle name be?
Wyatt. I don't know.
No, it's Bray blank Mermina.
No, Matthews. Keep it kayfabe, bro. Come on. Bray what Matthews? What would the kids? Okay, come up with that.
Oh yeah, I thought you were asking them.
No, I'm
You're
asking you.
me.
Yes.
I don't know.
Richie
Crazy how enjoyable Raw was last week, and then in just 7 days' time, it's back to Zoodoo again. The only good segment was Solo dodging Jay's warning shot.
That was probably the best part of the show. I did like the show overall. I thought it was fine, but
I didn't mind it. The few parts that I saw.
Yes, you were at your audition for half of it, but
Yeah.
it was that was a good segment though. No Way Home was fire, Nike fan said. Nathaniel said, Alexis, did you have a favorite part in Spider-Man Brand New Afternoon?
Stop calling it that.
He did say it.
My favorite part. That's a really good question. I will say the part. This is not anything that's gonna, like, people are not gonna expect me to say this, but when, and this isn't really a spoiler, but when Spider-Man was, or Tom Holland or whatever, was, like, working on something, and he had MJ, like, behind a sheet, so she couldn't see him because he was keeping anonymity still, because obviously she doesn't know who he is. The way that he was talking to her, it's so sweet, and it's, like, so obvious that he wasn't even acting. He was just talking. It's just Tom Holland talking to Zendaya. Like, the way that he was smiling at her, the way that he looked at her, like, even in the direction of where she might be. She not necessarily would even be over there, but, like,
Such a girl answer.
Filming it. I just thought it was so sweet. Like, it just felt so authentic, like, seeing him talk to her. So that was probably my favorite part. And I really liked seeing Punisher. Anything the Punisher was in, I loved him.
Okay, 2 parts from me. Punisher's great. Hulk smashing was great.
Yeah, that was a great part. That one part in the movie where he like if you're a Hulk fan and you see that part, you're like, whoa, that was cool. Like, that whole part, that was awesome.
Yeah,
there were a lot of good highlights in there.
That was a good scene, and also the ending. Peter? That was great.
Oh yeah,
I love that too.
Yeah, I sobbed at the end.
Hey, Richie said, I just want to see Penta go all the way. Me too, in the tournament. I really want to see Roman Reigns and Penta for the World Heavyweight Championship. I will go back to that. I just saw that now. Yes, Penta
He skipped
and Roman.
a comment.
Yeah, by accident. I do that sometimes, but I always go back. But yeah, Roman and Penta should be the World Heavyweight title match on Raw. That should be great. I actually liked Penta and Dragon Lee last night. I saw a lot of people shitting on it, or not Dragon Lee, Laredo Kid, but I don't know. I liked the match. Fernando said, Alexis, what female superhero would you like to play in a movie? These are right up your alley.
The problem is I'm not in shape enough to play a superhero, but what?
Who cares? Just answer like, okay, I'm not fucking...
I'm taking this seriously.
I'm not Chris Evans, but I would do Captain America if I was asked. Like,
would you?
No shit. Come, what's the check look like? How much more?
I mean, I'm not even gonna pick a female superhero because for some reason, like, the roles that I really have always wanted to play tend to be male roles for some reason.
Sexist.
No, it's
Go ahead.
not.
You don't want to play any female superhero. You don't like any women superhero.
No, I never said that. I never said that.
Well, answer that question.
I
You
don't
said,
I don't have to pick a female.
he's asking that. What female superhero would you play if you had to play? Just say Scarlet Witch or something.
Let me I'm
Support your
answering this
women.
question honestly and carefully.
Support women.
Go
I
ahead,
support
get the
women.
words out.
Support women. You're like, I'm gonna play a man. Wow.
No,
look at
that's not. Shut up. God, he's so annoying.
The right's gonna be mad at that answer. Don't say you're gonna.
Oh my God, why you gotta make everything like that? Stop.
Don't say that you're gonna enter the NBA
Stop.
or vice versa. They're gonna be really mad about that.
Graham. Stop. I can't even answer. I don't know. Like, stop. I mean, I like Scarlet Witch. Her like story is really interesting. Same thing with like Agatha. So I feel like those could be really fun. But for men too, I love Loki's story and like his arc. And the like internal conflict that he deals with, I think is really interesting. Why are you laughing? I'm answering this.
I'm not answering. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at what Nathaniel said. It was just, or what Nike fans said. It was stupid.
Really, just like those. I like those three a lot. Like I tend to like the more supernatural, like mystical kind of characters, and anything that like you have a lot of material with their like internal conflicts and stuff.
Okay. Nike fan said Spider-Man, Kofi, Xavier Woods, and Biggie. And I'm thinking to myself, the fuck are you talking about? That is so random, but that is so dumb that it's funny. Why? Like, I'm thinking, is he asking me to cast Kofi, Xavier, or Biggie as Spider-Man? Like, why did he say that? Do you understand why he said that?
No.
Spider-Man, Kofi, Woods, and Biggie. What's the name of the movie that just came out?
Oh my God.
Nathaniel said, I love Sadie Sink in Stranger Things. She is great in Stranger Things. She's actually one of the better actors and characters in that entire show.
She's easily probably the strongest actor in that entire show.
That clip...
entire show.
That clip is really funny. I think it's from the documentary they put out with the Mystery Ninth episode, where everyone...
With them crying.
And
she's
like,
just sitting there, she's like...
I got you crying!
And then, especially because she wasn't allowed to tell them, so they're all crying, and she's like, I'm about to get a huge paycheck.
They're like, we're not going to work again.
Yeah, sorry, you guys kind of suck.
Yeah,
Not
what's
her.
her name? The other girl.
Millie Bobby Brown?
Yeah, she sucks.
She's not good.
She's not good.
Like, she just cannot... I saw a post the other day.
It's weird because she seems more personal out of character.
Yeah, no, she seems like more of an ambassador for things, like more of... Like, Zendaya, when Zendaya started her career, it's ironic because she started out as, like... I mean, she was an actress, like, on Shake It Up on Disney Channel, and that's how I became a fan of her because I really liked her on Shake It Up. But... she turned into like a model, and then she like dabbled in like kind of doing stuff like that and like being an ambassador for like brands and stuff like that. And then she went to acting. Millie Bobby Brown started in acting and then has gone to like modeling and makeup and stuff. And she's better at that stuff. Like the acting, she's very stale. Very, very stale, which sucks because when Stranger Things first started, she had a ton of potential. I don't know what happened. But when she was really young, she was doing a good job. Now, I don't know if it's because she was like, oh, I need to act upset, so, like that or something. I don't know. But whatever she does, it should not be acting for that girl.
Richie said, can't wait for Spider-Man. I mean, he made the same joke. I don't think you saw Nike's comment. He said, can't wait for Spider-Man The New Day, where Pete teams up with Biggie, Kofi, Kingston, and Xavier Woods. Fernando said, is the women's division back on Raw? I mean, it's not back. I don't want to be one of those people that's like, we're so back. Marvel is so back. Like, we never left, but it's also not in the toilet either. With the Raw women's division, it was pretty fucking bad prior to SummerSlam because it really was just Liv and Io going back and forth with wins over the women's world title. And then, like, the mid-card was kind of, like, depleted. They didn't really do much with Sol Ruca as the women's IC champion. Lyra's barely on Raw. We haven't seen Bayley since Saturday night's main event. But having Becky and Stephanie back in the mix is huge, so it's a big step in the right direction. They actually have to have Liv defend the fucking title. Having her defend the title once since WrestleMania on TV is egregious. But we are headed in the right direction. Hopefully they can keep it up. Fernando said, that poor old man getting hit by that car was cringe. I don't think it was cringe. I mean, I don't know if he died either. They didn't really make that
You're
clear.
not being worked. It's so dumb.
Fernando said Jean Grey was the worst kept secret. Yeah, she was. And I mean, this is also true, and I said this to someone before the movie even came out. That rumor was initially reported by Deadline probably like a year and a half ago. So, I mean, if you know who Jean Grey is, that tells me that you're also probably online a fair amount. If you're online a fair amount, then you probably knew. If you know who Jean Grey is, you're probably old enough to know who she is, which means that you're also old enough to be online. If you don't know who Jean Grey is, then the surprise of it being Jean Grey probably doesn't mean as much to you because you don't know who she is because you're not online. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think it was a nice moment. I do think it was a nice reveal.
I'm going to be honest. I didn't know it was a surprise. I think just because of what I've seen online. Like, I, for some reason, was like... Because I thought the rumor, the post about it being a rumor, was the post about it being, like, an official announcement. So, when we watched the movie, I was like, oh, it's Jean Grey, duh. Like, how did I not... And then Graham said to me, well, it was never confirmed. I'm like, oh. Like,
No, you didn't see the marketing with Sadie Sink not saying who she was.
No,
on
I never.
purpose?
I never watched. I know I wasn't. I'm not on like Marvel social media or anything like that. I don't see that.
There's a whole part of the bit where they were like they couldn't ask her any questions because she wouldn't. I mean, everyone knew who she was playing, but the whole bit was that she couldn't say anything about her role in the movie.
I saw posts about that after the fact, but I this whole time I thought I was just being stupid and like, oh duh, like they announced that she's playing Jean Grey. I should have seen that. Like. No, that's not. It was supposed to be a surprise. Like, I didn't know that.
And as Richie said, if Tyreek shows up, it's just Alexis's brother keeping kayfabe. We are being worked. Listen, Richie, we are being worked, 1. And 2, Stranger Things episode 9
oh my
coming
God.
up.
Okay, next comment.
Just saying.
Did you see the themed Wolverine PS5 console that's coming out with the game next? That's cool.
I did see that this morning. It was a PS5 in the colors of Wolverine.
That's
the
really
yellow and
cool.
blue.
I definitely want to get the game.
Yeah, I have to show you a picture.
I also want to
like
get the
really
Michael
cool.
Myers game that's coming out.
Yeah, that looks like a good game. Would you want Kevin Owens to beat CM Punk? Yes. Will he? No.
Probably
Love
not.
Punk? Kevin Owens should win the title.
He should.
He will not.
Yeah.
Especially in Toronto. Would you love to see Penta versus Roman? Yes, I do want to see that match. I think we will get that match. Penta will not win, obviously. But I do really want to see that match. Fernando. Excuse me. Alexis, where would you rank Obsession in horror movies that you have seen for the year?
For the year, I would probably put it...
You saw Send Help.
Yeah, I saw Send Help. I saw Backrooms. I saw Obsession. What else did I see?
What else?
I mean,
Strangers.
I think it, if nothing else stands out to me, it would definitely be at the top. I think it's like, in terms of it as a movie, it's definitely the best. But if I had to rank my personal preference, I would put Backrooms on the top just because I've been waiting for a movie like this. But Obsession, so good. I definitely want to watch it again for a second time. It's phenomenal.
Would you want a Death Riders Bloodline feud? Absolutely fucking not. No, thank you.
Imagine if Rock tries to face Roman at Mania and Oba says no to Rock.
That would be funny.
He would.
That's not going to happen, but...
And honestly, I'm just going to say it, in a realistic fight, Oba would beat Rock's ass. Like, honestly.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
Richie, I'll be Spider-Man's love interest. Ooh. I mean, I would be too. Who wouldn't be?
Oh, I thought you were just saying that.
No, he literally said
I know, I just saw that.
We can all be Spider-Man's love
Question
interest.
for you two. What moment made you a fan of Tobey's Spider-Man? I will say for me...
Watching the movies.
Yeah, well, okay, no shit, but like... So, I would say... For me, it's more of a nostalgia thing. Like, I remember being really... Ignore him. I remember being really little, and seeing those movies... Seeing a couple, one or two of them, I don't know, like, in the movie theaters. Like, when I was really, really little. Like, in a car seat little. Because they came out early 2000s. I was born in 99. But I will say, after showing his sister those movies again, watching them back, they have such like a old American classic movie feel to it. As stupid as that sounds, because it's a Spider-Man movie and it's like Tobey Maguire and it's early 2000s. It's not like we're watching like North by Northwest or something, or like some classic movie, or Casablanca. But like it has that nostalgic, like old Hollywood feel to it. I don't know if it's the CGI that they do. I don't know what it is, but those movies are just really good, and they're not really good in the sense that like the movie Obsession is good. They're really good in the sense of I don't know, like you watch it and you're like, oh yeah, this is a staple movie. Like this is a good old fashioned American superhero movie. So
Yeah.
that's why I like it. or like
yes,
him.
they're yeah. I saw the clip going around recently of I think it was from the first movie when Peter's at Aunt May's house and he's already out of the house at this point. He went to go visit, I think for his birthday or something or whatever, and he sees all like the past due bills or whatever on the table. People share this scene a lot. And it is a great scene though. Like it's very well acted. It's something you don't see in any of these other movies. And it's like so relatable too and whatever. And he goes, because she was going to give him $20 for his birthday. And he goes, I can't in good conscience take this money because you're clearly struggling here without Uncle Ben because at this point he's dead, killed, murdered, whatever, he's gone. So at that point,
I know why you're laughing. I see it.
I mean, yeah, no, there's a lot there that's funny. Don't scroll yet.
I'm scrolling up so you're not distracted because it's a funny comment.
So he's like, I can't take this. She's like, you're going to take this $20 if it's the last thing I do. And it's just really fun. It's like, whoa, chill, old woman. Like, I'm just trying to be fucking nice. I don't want your fucking $20. Put that towards your house. You don't lose it. Like, just like you lost your fucking husband. It's a good scene, though. The movies are largely very well acted. The third one is cringy as fuck. I mean, it's not a good movie, really. It is, I enjoy the movie, but it's just objectively not that good, especially compared to the other Spider-Man movies. And some of the ones that came later. But I mean, come on.
They're just like really good. They're just good to watch where it's like, oh, I just want an entertaining movie and I want like I want to watch something and be entertained and have like a good classic vibe to. And that they just have a classic vibe. They're not the best movies, but they have such like a nostalgic.
Well, I mean, Spider-Man 2 is an amazing movie, but I'm saying Spider-Man 3 is not great. Spider-Man 3 is kind of a mess, but I mean, it's hard not to like it for the memes.
No, but I'm saying like they're not as good as like the original Avengers or like it's not like that kind of a good movie. No. It's a good movie. They're good movies in the sense that
American cinema.
They're just fun to put on, and they have good moments and they're good storytelling, and it's just
Pizza time. I like in the third movie. I mean, how can anyone forget? You'll get your rent when you fix this goddamn door. I mean, that's amazing. That's just that line will never not be funny.
That third movie though is not as bad as people say.
It's not like butt cheeks, but I mean, it's not great. But it is. I enjoyed it, but it's not great. But it's got a lot of great moments. Let's put it that way. How about Anya Taylor-Joy? Can you please stop messing with the camera?
It was moving. I moved it.
How about Anya Taylor-Joy as Mystique?
I like that, but also I will say like. I think she's being overused in Hollywood. Like, she's great, but I think there's so many other like unknown actors that can do that part justice as well. But somebody like that would be perfect.
They had her play Magic in that New Mutants movie that was butt cheeks a few years ago. That sucked.
It was so bad. It was so bad I didn't even pay attention.
That it would be nice if they recast her or something else. Maybe they could have her play that same character, but just in a different movie with. Not connected to that one, but yeah, that would be fine. I know
someone of that vibe I think would be perfect.
I know she had done an interview expressing interest in doing Mystique, but Indy Navarrete I know is like the popular choice because she's coming off Obsession. I mean, I don't know if that would be a good idea or not, but I just know her performance in Obsession was good enough where I'd be curious to see that.
Yeah, I think she's great. I think she definitely like keep her booked and busy.
Richie said, Spider-Man No Love at Home. That made me laugh. That was really funny.
The next one didn't make you laugh?
Crashing and Smashing is crazy.
No, the one after that.
I'll be Glenn Stacy. And that was also making me laugh, too.
Yeah, that's
really
the one
funny.
I scrolled up on.
And who wants to be Glenn? I mean, yeah, Glenn Stacy is crazy.
Nathaniel says, I think Avengers Secret Wars, we can see Tom Holland meet Jean Grey and X-Men. I mean, he did meet Jean Grey.
Oh, you already met her? Yeah, she'll be in that movie for sure.
Yeah.
They'll both be in that movie.
He's not going to be in Doomsday, and I don't think Jean Grey will.
No. I think it's more of a Secret Wars thing.
Yeah, that's like the new X-Men will be in Secret Wars probably. Rank the top heels in WWE right now.
It's funny because the best heel in wrestling right now is MJF, and it's not even close, and he doesn't work for that company. Roman Reigns is not a heel. He's really not. Rollins is a babyface. Randy Orton is back. I guess the default answer would be Orton, even though his Pat McAfee shit before Mania was fucking horrid. I honestly probably Gunther. I know people complain about the booking. Oh, he retired John Cena, but now he's facing a general manager. Oh, guess what, brother? He's fucking great. He makes the most of anything he's involved in. They put him in that spot because they know that he would make the most of it and make it great, which he did.
I honestly agree. I mean, I haven't paid attention, or not paid attention. I haven't been able to watch as much recently as I wanted to. But I will say, like, Gunther is probably one of the best in the company right now.
It'd probably be Gunther.
Yeah, he's fantastic. Like, he's great on the mic. He's great interaction with the fans. Great wrestler. Like, great look for him. Great presentation. He has the feel of like a 1980s like classic heel. Like just someone that you just want to boo. And he's so talented.
Yeah, it's probably him. Punk's a babyface. Cody's a babyface. Sammy's also great, but he's not a full-fledged heel, so I can't say him. He's a great character, but he's not a full-fledged heel. Owens is probably back as a babyface. It looks like he is, so... Yeah, I think the answer would probably be Gunther.
And what about the women?
I was gonna say, I don't even think the women, it's not even like best man heel, like best heel overall. It wouldn't even be the women because Liv Morgan. I like Liv. She's a good heel. She's great. She's actually really good in the ring. Her character, though, I feel like is just regressed. I mean, the whole, like, all-time thing, I know she's supposed to be annoying. To me, that's channel-changing shit. I'm sorry.
She's very annoying. You know what that reminds me of?
I don't, actually.
Shane McMahon. The best in the world.
A little bit.
Where you would have the announcer, like, announce him, and if he didn't do it long enough, he would make him do it again.
That was worse, but yeah, I understand.
Oh, yeah, no, I know. But it's giving that. It's also giving, like, Sasha Banks. Annoying.
Yeah, she's a better heel than Liv is. I like Jade. Her matches aren't really up to par, so that's why I wouldn't say Jade. It's got to be Gunther, unless I'm forgetting somebody. Peter Parker is a womanizer. Yes, he is.
Did you know that he wore a wig in the movie?
Who?
Peter Parker.
Tom Holland?
Tom Holland, yeah. He wore a wig.
No, I didn't know that. I know Ned wears a wig. The kid that plays Ned is... I don't know if he's always been bald, but he's been bald at least since after the first movie because I see him do interviews and he's bald.
Yeah.
Unless he can grow his hair out and then he just shaves it. I'm pretty sure it's a wig. Fernando said, the Me Too movement needs to investigate Peter Parker. Honestly, you're probably right. Do you think Roman has reception on the island of relevancy? These are the questions we need answers to, Richie. I'm going to say no, and I think that's the point. I don't think he wants to be bothered, to be perfectly honest with you. He probably would not want to be bothered on the island of relevancy. Emmanuel, what's going on, brother? He said, hello, y'all. Emmanuel sent in a couple of questions that I will get to later for the scheduled questions. Hope you're doing well, my man. Let me scroll. I got a lot of questions, a lot of comments here. Appreciate all the activity in the chat. Fernando said, who's the best heel ever in your opinion? Ooh. I know this is a problematic answer for obvious reasons, but I think the answer is Mr. McMahon. I think he is the best heel of all time. Definitely a heel in real life for actual serious reasons. But on air-wise, honestly, I think it might be Vince McMahon. At least in WWE. Of all time ever, I can't speak to every promotion of all time. But I think Vince would be up there, Mr. McMahon specifically. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's been a lot of great heels. I'm not really sure who the best ever would be. I mean, people go like, oh, Onan Orton or Edge or whatever. And those are great ones, but they're not like all-time great heels. Rock was a great heel. Like Hollywood Rock was great. Stone Cold can never really be a true heel in WWE. He was beloved too much. The early Hogan days, Andre was never really a true heel. People always really liked him. Piper was a great heel for as long as that lasted. Any great heels in your opinion that you like?
Does Bloodline Roman in his peak I would
count. Yes,
I would say that
Roman.
too.
He was probably the best heel of the modern era.
Yeah, or like, I'm thinking like Hogan when he turned.
Yeah, Hollywood Hogan.
Yep.
Those are good ones, of course.
John Cena. No, I'm just kidding. Jump scare. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Nathaniel, do you miss Johnny Gargano wrestling in the ring? Yes. This nonsense with him being on a fucking just crate for 6 months. He recently surpassed 6 months of being on this crate. Why?
I don't understand. It's stupid. And
CM Punk is literally calling out and calling it dumb. I don't get why they're still doing it.
Yeah, Triple H knows that, like he has to know that this is stupid. Like, why are we just intentionally doing it now? We're just dragging it on purpose.
Yeah. I honestly have no idea. I don't think there's any end game. He's just doing it just to do it, and it's fucking stupid.
I just don't think he cares.
Manuel said the random wrestler's old tweet, I remember, is Apollo Crews telling a dog to stop licking him. Oh, so he must have tweeted that. Apollo Crews Probably another tweet you can't find. I think he deleted this account a while ago. Emmanuel said, no wrestling poop tweet will be better than Hulk Hogan's gym post, though. If that's the video, is that the video of him or the post?
There's a video of him pooping?
There's a
What?
There's some graphic videos of Hogan doing some stuff. Pooping is not one of them, but I think he might be on the toilet and he goes, I need some more toilet paper, brother. Honestly, relatable. I get it. He's like, I just need some toilet paper. Can someone help me out? Maybe someone on Twitter can help him. If that's the one you're talking about, then I know what you're... I mean, all of that shit, people weren't... For my timeline, anyway. You know, I never want to see someone pass away. But after Hogan passed away about a year ago, genuinely most of my timeline, some of it was like, you know, Rip Hogan, a lot of memories there. Most of it was memes. Being like, Hogan found out that his nurse was black and was like, I'm out of here. And that's why he died. I mean, that was fucking
It ain't gonna
funny.
work for me, brother.
Yeah. Life is not going to work for me. Fernando said
to have Chelsea get pinned so quickly in a match.
Yes. Stupid. She got pinned by Fallon Henley in a tag team match on SmackDown. She got pinned by B-Fab on SmackDown the week before that in a fucking tag match.
Okay, sorry. Side note, can B-Fab dye her fucking hair? Because that bright-ass red, stop. It looks so ugly.
It's fine.
No, it's not. It looks so ugly. She looks like Raggedy Ann with the fucking red. Like, it's so ugly.
Nathaniel said Dom has been champion for 333 days. That's crazy for a title reign that I can remember maybe only one title defense from. Fernando said if Chelsea and Rhea are both injured, what now for the women's championship on SmackDown? I hope Chelsea isn't seriously injured enough to where they have to take the belt off of her. That would just be fucking awful.
I saw her post about that. It's just so, like...
She just has bad luck. I hope she just has to wear a face mask and she can't wrestle for like a month. I mean, listen. Liv Morgan did not defend her championship for 3 months. So if she can get away with not defending her belt for 3 months, why would we have to take the belt off of Chelsea?
Let's get around that.
Especially after we already kind of took it off of Rhea, which I understand because she'll probably be out for a little bit longer, for like another few more months. If she had to drop the belt, I would probably at that point just put the belt on the line in the Charlotte Jade feud. It's nice to have a non-title feud. But if they're already feuding anyway and they have been for months, just put the belt on Charlotte. I mean, I know that's like, oh, but Charlotte hasn't had a title run in like 3 years. People think, oh, it's overexposure. Like, she hasn't had the fucking belt in years. So, like, let's stop with that. I'd be okay with that. There's plenty of other women on SmackDown that could hold it. You could fast-track JC to that spot. You could fast-track Blake Monroe to that spot. Probably not Tatum Paxley. She just got called up. There's other options. SmackDown is a pretty deep division of women, a lot of whom they don't know what to do with. But, yeah, that's probably what I would do. Richie with the Love Ziggler emojis in the chat. Gotta love it. Nike fan said, Dom said WWE doesn't know what to do with him, and that's why he's being buried. I don't know if that was a public interview that he gave. I think it was. I don't know that for a fact. I've heard people say that he has not said that publicly. I saw the report saying that he's not happy. I don't know if he said that in an interview. And even if he said that in an interview, you could write that off as, oh, he was saying it in character. Do I think Dom is frustrated? Abso-fucking-lutely. And he should be. The booking has been garbage for Dom for quite some time now. Richie said, where's my boy Dan? You're talking about Daniel Malcolm? I don't know where Daniel Malcolm is today. I know last week he talked about getting a new job or whatever. He might be at said new job right now, but I was texting him last night during Raw. I don't know where Daniel is. Eric said, if I told you Liv's reign would be close to breaking the record with just one defense in April, what would be your reaction? I would say I'm not shocked, but that's fucking stupid. That's my reaction right now. She's only had one defense. Breaking what record, by the way? I mean, there's been women who held that championship for far longer than she did.
Probably that record, longest without only defending it one
If that's the record, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Nike fan said, End of Oak Street comes out Friday. What are your hopes for it to be a good movie? I think it will be. Honestly, I mean...
It looks, the marketing of it looks really good, but...
I would be surprised if Anne Hathaway was in a bad movie at this point.
That's very true. I feel like I love a good old-fashioned dinosaur movie. I really do. And we're very excited to see it. We're going to go see it.
$5 Tuesday, baby.
I'm very excited to see it. Like,
you guys ask
so
about $5
excited.
Tuesdays? Yeah.
I can't wait, but I'm really hoping it's good. Because, like, that dinosaur movie that came out with Adam Driver, it was ass.
Well, we didn't see that in theaters, thankfully.
No, we watched that, like, on demand or something.
It was on Disney Plus or some shit, yeah.
Oh my god, it was so cringy.
But
I really hope, especially because Ewan McGregor's in it. He loves Ewan McGregor. We love good Obi-Wan. So... fingers crossed.
Fernando, who should beat Liv, Becky or Stephanie? I would prefer That's a good question, actually, because Stephanie just held the belt. But Becky also hasn't held the belt in several years. But we've already seen Becky and Liv. I'm going to go Stephanie. I like what was said earlier that Liv would lose to Stephanie and then Becky would take it from Stephanie. I like that more, so I'll go with that.
Yeah. Yeah, because I feel like Becky and Stephanie is the biggest match out of the combinations they could do, so you work your way up.
Yeah. Emmanuel said Solo Sikoa versus Professor Scott Steiner, what could have been, because, the math. That would have been a great feud, I'll tell you that. Better than Scott Steiner and Samoa Joe. At Long John Silver's indeed, Richie. Richie with the fish emoji in the chat.
How do you not get the joke? I'm not going to explain it.
Fish!
But he said he's thinking of his ex, at Long John Silver's, the fish restaurant.
I don't understand.
I don't understand how he doesn't get that.
Can someone fill me in on this afterwards?
No. Okay, Richie, please text him. Text him and explain it to him, because he might need that.
Fernando doesn't want me to get canceled. Too late! Small brain gram, I guess. I think I have an idea of the fish joke. Nike said, top 5 Brock Lesnar matches ever. Can you stop touching the chat?
No.
You're not even supposed to be here on the show. Top 5 Brock Lesnar matches ever.
Here.
Top 5 Brock Lesnar matches ever. Great question. Punk and Brock honestly might be his best match ever. Him and Kurt, Iron Man match.
Him and Undertaker. Just because of how important it was.
Well, best, no, but that is his biggest moment ever, I would say. Him and Rock from SummerSlam, I would not say. That is a great match.
Him and Roman at SummerSlam a few years ago.
Him and SummerSlam might be one of his best matches
ever. It was
ever.
so good.
At SummerSlam 2022, not 2018. That one wasn't good.
No. The newer one.
It's either, I don't know if I would put 2 Roman matches in his top 5 ever. Because that first one from Mania 31 is also incredible. If I had to choose between the two, it would probably be the 31 match. But if you put the 2022 match in there, I would also be fine with that because that match is great. So either one of those, him and Punk to me, I think is his best match ever. Him and Kurt from SmackDown Iron Man. Him and Eddie maybe from No Way Out 2004. I don't know about him and Rock from SummerSlam. That's an amazing match, but I don't know if I would put that one in the top 5. And then maybe him and Cena from Extreme Rules 2018, his first match back. Actually, no, I take that back. The Triple Threat with Brock, Cena, and Rollins from Royal Rumble 2015. One of the worst Rumbles of all time, one of the best title matches of all time on the same show, which is crazy. And then also the 4-way from SummerSlam 2017, honorable mention, Brock, Roman, Joe, Strowman. Phenomenal 4-way. So those are the ones that come to mind. Him and Cody a few years ago at SummerSlam was also great. Him and Punk, though, I still think takes the cake. That match is amazing. Let's see. Richie said, this whole episode is demonetized. Hey, it was worth it. Nike fan said, walking around the high school halls with mud, but almost as an adult man is diabolical. Yes, it is. The stream is going off the rails. The train has crashed, my friend, Fernando. Nathaniel said, my favorite part... Meanwhile, we're talking about mud ass, and then Nathaniel's bringing back up Spider-Man, which is funny. My favorite part in Spider-Man was him versus Hulk. Yeah, that was a great scene. Emmanuel, great question. I asked GSM this, but does Alexis believe in superhero fatigue, or is it fake? Alexa Bliss?
Where's Alexa?
Hey!
We're asking this person named Alexa.
He didn't call you Sarah.
Okay. That's not my name.
Anyway, Alexis.
What? Believe in superhero fatigue? Meaning, the fans get tired of the superheroes?
Do you not know the whole narrative of what superhero fatigue is? When a movie doesn't do well, they're like, oh, it's because superhero movies are done to death. They're not...
Oh!
Meanwhile, Spider-Man Brand New Day is the 3rd highest grossing movie of all fucking time. Oh, superhero bombed. Superhero fatigue. No, it's the quality of the movies. It's not superhero fatigue. Yeah, Marvel put out a ton of shit, but some shit hits, some shit doesn't. That's not superhero fatigue.
No, I don't think superhero fatigue is a thing right now. A lot of people think it's an era of movies.
That's also coming from people who don't watch the movies anyway. That to me, that's my biggest thing.
Right. I think if it's a good movie, then it's a good movie. Whatever. And there's always going to be an audience for that. So, no. Rank Emma Stone.
Kirsten Dunst.
Not Christian Dunst. Kirsten Dunst and Zendaya. Emma Stone will always be my number one. I love her so much. But as Gwen Stacy, I like her a lot. Zendaya would probably be a close second, just because she has out of the chemistry with the Spider-Man, I would say Zendaya and Tom Holland have the best chemistry, but Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield also have excellent chemistry, but their storytelling and their relationship is the strongest, I think, although it's short-lived. And then Kirsten Dunst and Tobey Maguire is, like, definitely third.
Yeah, are we talking like the women themselves or like their characters or like it kind of depends. But if we're ranking them with their characters, the characters themselves, Kirsten Dunst would be 3 because her character is such an absolute bitch in those Tobey Maguire movies. I mean, Tobey Maguire is also an asshole in those movies. Don't get me wrong. I'm not just blaming the woman, but they both
just have issues like with each other.
They're
and
so
separately.
unlikable. They're just not happy. Oh, tell me you're Spider-Man, and then she's unhappy.
Yeah.
And then she's out of his life. Oh, I'm unhappy. Like, fuck you. All right, stop whining. Go stop fucking crying. But I would still put her number 1 because those were my favorite Spider-Man movies. Tom Holland is probably number 1 for a lot of people, which I would understand because his movies are all way better overall. I would still go Kirsten Dunst 1. I'd go Kirsten Dunst 1.
Wait,
Emma
as
Stone,
the best or the worst?
This is what I'm saying. For my personal preference of who I like the most. I'm not saying their characters because she would be 3. I'm saying best. I'm not saying best. Favorite. He's just saying rank them.
Kirsten Dunst is your favorite?
Of the 3, I would go, yeah, her.
That's not the vibe I got at all from talking about it with you.
No, her, because her character's a bitch.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, are we going off of, like, attractiveness-wise? Like, it doesn't, I don't know what we're ranking here. You know what I'm saying?
I just ranked them in terms of, like, their relationship with Spider-Man and them as a character.
I know, the criteria is all over the place. I would still go Kirsten Dunst 1, Emma Stone 2, Zendaya 3. I've never really cared for like Zendaya as an actress. She is a great actress, and
she's phenomenal.
She's great in Brand New Day. I just don't really like. I think she is a little overrated.
No,
but that's just me.
If you've ever seen her in Euphoria, you would get it. She is so good. She deserved that Emmy.
Yeah, she's a better actress than probably the other two. But.
Well, Emma Stone is probably the best actress I would say of the 3, but Zendaya and Emma Stone are like right up there with each other. I think.
Nathaniel said, do you think Mark is a better Hulk than the last guy that played him in, I think, in 2008? Yes. I think Mark Ruffalo is a better Hulk than Edward Norton, if that's your question. Would you agree?
Yeah, I will say, though, I question, like, where the character's going to go from here after this movie. Like, are they going to do a new Hulk? Or are they going to have a younger one? Like, because even though they did him justice, I think, in this, I just don't think he has much time left.
No, they're going to recast him. I'm just curious who that would be, probably post-Secret Wars. Because he's already old enough as it is.
He is, yeah. He's a great actor, though.
Yeah, he is. Nike fan said, Penta versus Phoenix in the finals. Penta goes over. Penta versus Roman Reigns. Roman wins because of the Usos. That bleeds into the Usos versus the Lucha Bros at Worlds Collide. That is exactly what I was thinking. I hope they do that. That match would be amazing.
Anything with the Lucha Bros is incredible.
That would be the perfect scenario to bring the Lucha Bros together into WWE on WWE television.
Please do. They need to.
That would make a lot of sense.
And get Rey Fenix like on the screen regularly, please.
Manuel said MCU does use CG effects for the superhero outfits, so you might be safe anyway. Talking about you.
Oh.
Because you were like, I can't play them because I'm not in shape. Who cares? I would.
What are you trying to say, Manuel?
But you literally brought it up yourself.
I know.
Stop burying people. My God, we're going to kick you off the show.
No, you're not. I'm here.
Richie said, also, if you don't know who Jean Grey is, one of the most well-known X-Men members, then what's going on? Yeah, well, I mean, true. when you go into that movie and you don't know who she is, obviously you're not going to react. But that would apply more to two demographics of people, in my opinion. One, people, the casual fans, and I'm talking more like my older brother, if he were to see Spider-Man, and he likes the Spider-Man movies. I think he's probably going to go watch it at some point. He definitely would have no fucking clue who Jean Grey is. Did he see the original X-Men movies, maybe one of them, 25 years ago? He has no idea. So, he knows Spider-Man, he wouldn't know who Jean Grey is. Because the X-Men also haven't really been a thing on screen in like 10 years. And even 10 years ago, those were like the prequel series movies. And I didn't even watch those when they came out. So I wouldn't really blame anyone if they didn't know who Jean Grey is, but they see all the MCU shit. The other demographic is younger people. If you're a younger kid, you're not probably reading a lot of comics if you just watch the movies. Again, you probably didn't watch the X-Men movies unless someone older than you showed them to you, which would be the case with my sister, like I said, like we talked about. Then you wouldn't know who she is either. So I would not be shocked at how many people don't know who she is, but they're about to, now that she's coming into the MCU. And you should also do your research and watch the other movies and read the comics and watch the shows and stuff. She is a great character. Would you want Penta to beat Roman? I mean, obviously. That's not going to happen. Penta beating Roman in Mexico would be fucking nuts. It's not going to happen, though. What's going to happen is probably what Nike fan had suggested earlier. I said this recently, and you didn't really see what I was talking about.
No,
Fernando
I
said,
did.
would Tom Holland be a pretty good Marty McFly in a Back to the Future reboot?
Yeah, I could see that. But they should not do a
Absolutely do not reboot it.
Yeah,
but
no,
yes,
don't.
if they were to do it, I mean, at this point, no, actually, because he's too old. If this was 10 years ago, then yes, he's like 30 at this point.
No, he's like my age.
Tom Holland?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Pretty sure he's around my age.
Look it up. Also, I'm pretty sure Michael J. Fox was like 19 when he did Back to the Future.
Oh, he is 30.
Yeah.
Wow. But that being said, though, he has a young face. I think he could still do it. If it was like right now or in the next like year, I think he could do it.
Yeah, that would be pushing it, but maybe.
No, I think.
But they shouldn't do it at all, so it's fine.
No, they should not, and they better not. I loved Tobey Spider-Man versus Doc Ock train fight scene.
Yes, that is one of the best parts of... It's probably the best part from Spider-Man 2. Doc Ock's amazing.
Iconic, yeah.
Watching the movies, no shit. What were we talking about when I said that, or you said that?
I think we were talking about watching the Tobey Maguire movies.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember.
I don't know.
If it was me burying you, then that checks out. Spider-Man 2 is the GOAT of Spider-Man movies. Do you agree?
You just hit my boob.
I'm sorry. I was going like that.
You're
Assault!
demonetized!
Assault! Yeah, I would, no, yes, yeah, I don't know. So it would be up there. I have seen that said that Spider-Man 2 is not only one of the best Spider-Man movies of all time, it's one of the best superhero movies of all time, which I can understand and even agree with.
Any other comment further?
I would say No Way Home is better. That's just me. I think No Way Home is the best Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
But let's not
forget.
though, of all the live action Spider-Man, No Way Home to me would be the best.
Yeah,
But
all the live
if
action.
we're including Spider-Verse,
Beyond the
second
Spider-Verse is by far the best one. Best Spider-Man related film ever.
it might be. It's really hard to say. It depends on what day you ask me. But it might be across the Spider-Verse.
It's so good.
So,
it's
I don't know.
Beyond the Spider-Verse, actually.
Okay, whatever. All right, Across might be the next one.
No,
No, Beyond is the next one, dude. Beyond is the third. Look it up. There's Into, Across, and Beyond. This is the part of the show where I prove it wrong.
He loves, you guys, he loves doing this.
You bring it upon yourself. She's like, boy.
It's like you're my girlfriend.
You're like, what's his name? Spider Noir's in the first one. Yes, he fucking is.
Shut up.
She literally was adamant. She was going to punch me in the face saying that he was, or was not. And he is. He is. Beyond the Spider-Verse, 2027. Next question. On topic of Spider-Man movies. There's the shame.
This whole time I thought it was called Beyond the Spider-Verse.
It's okay.
No.
How y'all feel about the amazing... Oh, we love you,
Domestic violence.
I've already been demonetized. That doesn't matter. How do y'all feel about the Amazing Spider-Man and Andrew Garfield's suit? Fun fact, I had never seen those movies until last year. I'd never seen them before. They were better than I heard they were. I heard they were really bad, which is why when they came out, I'm like, I don't give a fuck, okay? Toby, I ride or die for Toby. It just came out so short after those Toby movies. I'm like, what are we doing here? And then I saw the Tom Holland ones because I like the MCU. I never saw Andrews up until last year. I don't know why I didn't watch them before No Way Home. That was a mistake on my part. But still, I thought they were good. They're not great movies. I think the first one's better than the second one. The second one kind of runs into the issue of too many villains. But they were better than I thought they would be. And the suit I like. I'm not really anal about the suits, but I like the suits. So, your thoughts?
I don't really care about the suits either, but Andrew Garfield is great. I love him. He's very likable. Does a good job. He's your sister's favorite. She loves him. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have a strong opinion on him.
A lot of people, he is their favorite because it's also the same thing where they grew up on him as their Peter Parker.
Yeah,
my brother's girlfriend, that's her favorite because she grew up on him as that Peter Parker.
Yeah, and I can see that, and I can roll with that too. I mean, the older I get, the more I think and because obviously so much Spider-Man stuff is coming out over the past few years. The more I think like all three of them have their strengths, and none of them really jump out to me as much. Even though I love Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man just because it gives me like the nostalgic stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, I've always said this. I think Tom Holland has the best Peter Parker. I think Tobey Maguire has the best Spider-Man. I think Andrew Garfield has nothing. Andrew Garfield is the best actor of the three. That might be the only thing he has going for them. But as far as Peter Parker, Spider-Man, he's got nothing. Nothing.
I wouldn't say that.
Maybe the best suit, but that's about it.
I think he's the best well-rounded.
Okay.
What?
He
He's not bad.
killed his girlfriend. Random Uncle Ben
He
Stray.
didn't mean to do
He
that.
did!
No, he didn't.
It's his fault!
He said he didn't mean to kill
He
her.
fucked up!
Oh my god, okay, moving on.
Random Uncle Ben
Never
Stray.
leaving.
Random Uncle Ben Stray. Is that he was shitting on
Nathaniel
her.
says, do you hope to see Amazing Spider-Man 3 come out someday? Because I don't think we'll get Tobey Spider-Man 4. No. Nathaniel also says, I never thought Spider-Man 3 was bad, but did you like his battle with Venom?
This is alright.
And he also, Fernando didn't like Topher Grace as...
No, it was stupid.
Yeah.
Dumb. Makes no sense. The kid from That 70s Show is not intimidating at all.
Emmanuel says, might leave early, but how y'all feel about the other big 2007 threequels, Shrek the Third and Pirates of the Caribbean?
Great.
Yeah, no, those
Cinema
are good.
07. I saw all three of those movies in theaters. I
Honestly,
saw my
good
fucking
movies.
tickets.
Yeah, good movies.
All right, Spider-Man 3, poop. But I enjoyed seeing it in theaters. Shrek the Third, we just rewatched recently.
Yeah.
Emmanuel, you know that because I put up my Letterboxd review. And
good
you
movie.
responded to my Letterboxd review. Actually, better than I remember it being. I didn't think that movie was that good. Looking back on it, I remembered the movie, but I'm like, I don't really remember it being that good. Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, hot take, best Pirates of the Caribbean movie. First one's great, second one's better, third one is the best of all the three. We don't even count 4 and 5 because they're that fucking, they're that bad. Specifically, the fifth one is absolute ass. Monkey saying if they had a Marvel stream service, I'd like to binge the whole thing. Well, it's called Disney Plus, brother. Nathaniel said, I think Adam Pearce is the #1 heel. I think he'll eventually face Punk at WrestleMania. Nathaniel, you're allowed one stupid question per stream. Fernando said, do you have faith in Lantern series for next week? Yeah, because most of what I've seen from James Gunn I've enjoyed. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the show. I think it should be entertaining. I'm not, like, overly excited, but I will watch the show, and we'll see how it does. I like the character from Superman, so we'll see. I think Omos could be the greatest heel ever. I feel real heel should be hated. No, Omos will not be one of the greatest heels ever. I'm sorry, Monkey. That's just not going to happen. Nathaniel, Alexis, would you want to see Cody turn Homelander heel eventually? I know you haven't seen The Boys, but still, you understand the reference.
I've literally been asking for Cody to turn heel for months.
Let it play out, brother. But yes, the answer to that question is yes. Richie, do y'all ever discuss your thoughts on Mike Santana's name change?
Awkward.
Did I? I don't remember. I don't know if I talked about it here. I don't know why. Like, I just don't understand why some people have to change their names and other people don't. Like, Jordan Grace didn't. Ethan Page didn't. But then Mike Santana does, and he was already on NXT as fucking
I know,
Mike Santana.
it's even more awkward when they're like, okay, now I have to call you a different name.
Cruz Montana is not a great name, but it sounds similar enough to Mike Santana that I'll deal with it. I know it has like some sort of meaning to him, like his dad's name was what I don't know, but I'll deal with it. I'll get over it. I just don't know why it's necessary, and it's not like we can't trademark his real name. That's not his real name. His real name is not Mike Santana, so I'm not really sure. It's definitely a copyright thing, but it's just stupid. I think Roman beating Sami at the Rumble was the last time I hated someone's guts. Yeah, Roman had real heat in the Bloodline. People loved Roman in the Bloodline initially, but he did some real heelish shit. That's why he was one of the best heels of the modern era.
It was very historic too, like just like that whole first like 2 years of it.
Yeah, no, it was great. Are you excited for Paige and Nikki Bella's year-long feud? Nathaniel, I said you're allowed one dumb question per stream. That's a second one.
Stop it.
The answer is no. And it should not be a year. Do you think Triple H and Ric Flair were great heels? Yes, Triple H could be a very boring fucking heel, so it depends on what era you're talking about. Ric Flair is one of the greatest heels of all time, so forgot to mention him earlier. Definitely
I
Ric
was
Flair.
thinking him, but he's also just a heel in real life because he's a dick.
Okay, did you see his post about getting back together with his... I don't think they were ever married, but he put up a post talking about how the girl that he was with They broke up, but now they're back together. But not just the fact that they're back together. He put up a post. Obviously, he was joking, but he was like, oh, she realized that she couldn't live without me, and she came running back to me. He literally posted this. And he went on for so long, it's like, okay, this isn't fun. You just look like a loser.
He is a loser.
And then it had to be later clarified that they're not even back together as, like, romantic partners. They're back together as friends. It's like, then why even put that up as a fucking... He's a loser.
Yeah,
He's a loser.
Yeah.
Fernando, did you hear Eric Bischoff and Conrad Thompson making some headlines by saying Roman Reigns is overrated, measured against other all-time greats? Yeah, I did see that. Didn't chime in on that because that's an opinion. I don't agree. I don't think Roman Reigns is the greatest of all time. I don't think... what is... Listen, I'm not stupid. I know what overrated means. But what are you saying that... What do you mean when you say that he's overrated? You know what I mean? Like... Did anyone honestly think Roman is the greatest of all time? Like, overrated for his push? I don't think that's accurate either. That would have made more sense 10 years ago. But for the heel Roman Reigns and to say that he had no effect on business or not as much, I mean, bro, he's literally been the face of this boom period for WWE.
Yeah.
The Bloodline is one of the greatest stories they've ever told. And he's been a big part of that in telling that story. So I just don't think that's true. Again, his opinion, don't agree with it. He's making a point about Twitter being of little use in real life. I don't know what you're referring to.
Oh. Emojis.
Oh. On SmackDown, Meechin said Jade was the greatest wrestler of all time.
Cool. Not true.
Obviously not true.
Yeah.
It's her orbital socket. I think the agent should calm down. Blah, blah, blah. It's injury after injury. Chelsea Green is not injury prone. I mean, she's had a few different setbacks, but, I mean... I don't know. That was just an accident. I mean, I think Lainey Reed fell on her fucking head or something like that. What's your favorite hair color that you've ever worn, Alexis? Interesting question. I mean, your natural hair color, I would imagine?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really dyed my hair. I dyed my hair briefly for like a year, and the front of it was like bleach blonde, but...
There's your blonde phase.
Are you saying like you think I dye this? I don't, but thank you for thinking that. Did you guys like the actor playing Punisher? Nathaniel says yes.
We saw and met him at the play that we went to a couple of weeks ago.
We saw him in Dog Day Afternoon. We were sitting in the front row, which was amazing. Thanks to me, I got the deals. And we were literally inches away from him, especially during bows. It was really cool. And then Graham ended up getting his signature, him and a couple other people, including Evan Moss Backrack, on the playbill. So, yeah, he's phenomenal. He's very good. If you've ever seen the movie version of that, because obviously the play is based on a movie which is based on a true story, Dog Day Afternoon. In the film, Al Pacino has a very specific way of speaking because he has a very specific accent because it takes place in like Brooklyn, I think, or something. Literally, John Bernthal sounds exactly like him. Exactly like him.
Yeah.
And he grew out his hair, I think, for it, like, unless he's wearing a wig in it, but he's very talented. Very, very talented. He's the only Punisher in my mind. I just feel like I can't, he to Punisher is what, what's his face is to, Hugh Jackman is to Wolverine. Like, there's no other.
I mean,
obviously they're going to have to recast him at some point, but, like, there's no...
Hugh quicker than John.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, those, they're so
synonymous
iconic. They're roles. So synonymous with that role. Like, it's the only person I can picture.
What are your thoughts on the minor Roman and Ray confrontation? I mean, it set up the tournament. It's not like they're setting up a match. Also, they already feuded like 5 years ago, and they had that really fun Hell in a Cell match on SmackDown in 2021. But, no, I thought it was a nice tease. I don't know what, like, it was a nice cliffhanger last week, and then they announced the tournament after that. I think the whole idea of the tournament is great. The fact that Roman is wrestling on Raw defending the title is fucking crazy. He has not wrestled on Raw since January 2025. He has not had a title match on television since June of 2022. When he defended against Matt Riddle, which is insane. Back when he was still just Riddle and not Matt Riddle. Monkey asking why his comments don't come up screen. It's because I was behind. It's if you're sending in comments, it's
Eric
why.
Also said Liv is number 3 in longest.
That still doesn't make for the women's world title.
Probably.
I guess it's not a lot of. I mean, her other reign was longer. Her first run was longer.
Maybe consecutively.
Rhea was longer.
Or totally.
Rhea, and her first run was longer. Rhea's was longer. Stephanie's was longer, so that doesn't. I don't even know what you're talking about. That doesn't make sense. Maybe consecutively, but who cares about that?
Did you? Oh, what? Sorry. Oh no, I skipped a comment.
Should El Grande Americano face Roman Reigns at Triple Mania? No.
No.
Triple Mania should be El Grande and Dom. Roman Reigns will not be a Triple Mania, I don't think. Do you wish we could have gotten an Edge versus Kevin Owens feud while he was still WWE? Yes, that actually was one of the few Edge feuds that we did not get that would have been great. Yeah. Fun fact, they actually did do an Edge Kevin Owens match. People wouldn't remember this because it never aired on television, and it wasn't even supposed to happen. It happened at a house show, and it was supposed to be, I don't know what the match was supposed to be, but Big E, who was the WWE champion at the time, was probably supposed to face Kevin Owens on that show. Big E got COVID, so Big E got pulled. Edge made a surprise appearance at MSG.
Oh my God! Yeah.
And they faced Kevin Owens in a steel cage match.
Yeah.
I remember this because we were there.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I thought they did have a match.
They did. They announced Edge, either announced him ahead of time or he was reported to be there. Either way, it was a surprise appearance at MSG, and they had a steel cage match when we were there, which was crazy. And they never had another match after that.
Was Richie with us too?
Richie was there. We saw him there. I don't know if we said no. He wasn't sitting with us.
That was a Raw.
He went to a few months after that. But yeah, Richie was also there. He would also remember that.
What grade do you give Brock Lesnar's career overall performances?
I mean, that's a tough question because I feel like he had more consistent wrestling matches when he was first with the company, but that was only a 2-year run. He came back to WWE in 2012. I probably would go B+. I mean, Brock is still one of the greatest of all time. Is he on the Mount Rushmore? No. And where would he be in the GOAT conversation? Is he top 5? No. Is he top 10? I don't know.
He's definitely a standout, though, because I think he's definitely...
He's just different.
He's very different. He was for sure, like, one of the first of his kind, because when you see someone now like an Oba, you're like, oh, yeah, that's like Brock. Yeah. Or, like, even like Goldberg. I know Goldberg's, like, before Brock, but Brock is very much, like, a better version of Goldberg.
Yeah.
At least what we have more recently.
I'm sorry. I would go like in the A category. There's a lot of Brock stinkers from the last like 10 years, but there's also a lot of great matches too. And he's just different when he comes out, or at least he used to be. So I'll go probably in the A category. Brock Lesnar's first Hell in a Cell was great. Yeah, I don't know if that's a top 5er, but his first Hell in a Cell match with Taker was incredible. Back in 2002, that's one of my favorite Hell in a Cell matches as well. Fernando, Alexis, what is your favorite live show that you have been to with me, with Cram?
I would probably
WWE
say...
shows.
Yeah, I would probably say...
I think you already know the answer.
It's between... Obviously, it's a WrestleMania, because we've been to a bunch of WrestleManias. It's... What are you thinking, Dallas? Oh, Philly?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I don't know. It's between 3 of them. It's between Dallas, Los Angeles, and Philly. But I really enjoyed Philly. Philly was phenomenal. But my favorite part of Philly, like let me highlight my favorite parts of the 3 of them. My favorite part of Philly was seeing Cody beat Roman. Except Graham wasn't in there with me because he was waiting.
No, I was.
No, you weren't when Cody won.
Yes.
No, you were in the press box, or you were waiting you were like down there.
No, I wasn't. Yes, I was literally standing right next to you when Cody won. I was with you. As soon as Cody hit 3, I had to run. Oh, then
you had to run. You had to run. Okay.
Yes, but I was there when it happened.
Well, like half counts. So I couldn't. Again. No, stop.
It's okay when you're wrong.
Stop.
Joking me.
Jugular.
Assault.
Shut up. It's okay when I do it.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Double standard. Sorry. Okay, so I couldn't really fully enjoy that moment with you because you had to go. So, but that was my favorite part of the show. Still really strong show. The experience was great because we got to drive there. It was really nice. Los Angeles was great because that was probably my favorite WrestleMania we've ever been to because it was just such a great show. Like beginning to end, it was like nonstop. Except night 2 was very questionable with the finishes, and I was very pissed off that Cody lost that night. And then the press conference, you can see me in the background giving Triple H a nasty fucking look because I'm so annoyed. It's really funny. So, but also the standout part of that show was I was in the press conference for that one, one or both of the nights or something, and I remember I was on the floor. It was night 2. I was on the floor for Cody and Roman, and getting to see that, like seeing the stage and like just being there in that atmosphere in WrestleMania with the people surrounding you, it is so ethereal. Like you just feel like you're in another world. It is the coolest thing ever. And then Dallas, I really loved Dallas just because I loved the environment. Got to meet Bray Wyatt, got to meet William Regal. Like it was a really great experience. The standout part of that show was when Cody debuted, like, or returned. I thought that was a really cool thing. So it's one of those 3. I can't really pick though, honestly. Maybe Los Angeles, but but then again, we did see someone.
Oh God. No, we're not getting to that story tonight.
Yeah, we're not getting.
We're talking about the shows, not the experiences of the weekend.
No, but I'm saying overall, like, but LA was probably my favorite. Also, because we went to Disney during that trip too.
Yes, going into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. Are both WWE and AEW getting carried away with tournaments in this time of the year? Yes, way too many tournaments. I mean, they're nice tournaments, but like the AEW Continental Cup, the fuck is that? I mean, I don't need to. Yeah, I ain't seen the film. Okay. Yeah,
No.
What? Oh, I'll go back then. All right, I didn't read that one.
Fernando,
yeah,
Graham
too many.
skipped one of your question.
Okay, he knows. We'll go back to it. I don't skip over questions on purpose, and if I do, I go back. Don't worry. You don't know how it works.
Push your buttons.
Clearly, you don't watch the product because if you actually watch the product, you would know that I do this all the time. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be on the show, but not watch it. Roxanne should dethrone Liv. Yes, she should. Hopefully soon. Alexis, what is your favorite gift Graham has ever bought you?
One of my favorite gifts Graham has ever bought me.
There's too many to name.
Honest answer, probably. He gets me a lot of good stuff. It was our anniversary a little over a month ago, and he got me he bought me a massage appointment, which I have on the 17th. I'm so excited. So maybe something like that. He also got me this shirt. So like I like when he buys me stuff like this.
Yeah.
He does that a lot when he goes on trips. He'll be like, "Oh, these are the shirts that they have. Like, what do you think?" Oh, you know what? Actually, one of my favorite things he ever got me was the Firefly Funhouse box, and it was like one of 400 that they ever made, and it has all these like collectibles in there, including a postcard that Bray Wyatt literally signed. Like, you can tell it's not printed on there. Like, he actually signed it with a Sharpie.
It's rare because he's dead now.
Well, yeah. I would say that. There's definitely like experiences or something that I'm not thinking of. Another one that's really cool. It's not a gift, but he got a free code for me to play the Star Wars open world game when it came out a couple years ago.
I got a free pass to Halloween Horror Nights to see the Wyatt Six. Yeah,
no, that's what it was. That's what I was thinking.
The list is endless.
He got us like fast pass tickets to the Halloween Horror Nights last year, and so I got to see Bray Wyatt's like house, and it was so cool. So like that's probably one of the best ones.
I agree. There's Hulk Hogan's tweet about, "I ran out of toilet paper, brother, help." That was his toilet paper.
Did Richie send you that?
Yes, and he also confirmed to me that the fish thing. Thank you, Richie. I'm just saying.
Thank you, Richie. Thank you. Yeah.
My mind is clear.
You get it now?
My innocent mind did not make that connection. I think Jean Grey will be great in the X-Men movie. I think she will be. I think she'll be a big part of whatever the MCU does next. I'll tell you that right now. Alexis, would you rather be an Oscar winner or be in a billion-dollar blockbuster? Good question. Definitely the latter for me. But I don't think it's as obvious for you.
At first, I'm thinking Oscar winner. I did win most likely to win an Oscar in high school. I would say blockbuster because I would much rather be on like the fans side, because someone like Indy Navarrete, is she gonna win an Oscar for Obsession? Probably not, even though she should, but a lot of people like her, so that creates a lot of buzz. So maybe in the future she can be in an Oscar winning film. Like, it's giving her more publicity, so that'll do her some good. So the latter.
Okay.
For sure.
All right.
Are you excited for the next Spider-Verse movie?
Obviously.
Beyond the Spider-Verse? Yes.
Yes, I am. So it's coming out next June, I think.
On your birthday, right?
No, the last one came out on my birthday. This one isn't on my birthday. I think it's like My birthday's at the beginning of the month, so it's got to be like June 7th or 10th or the 20th. I think it's after like school ends actually for kids.
Oh.
I remember thinking that in my mind, like, oh, it's after school gets out for like kids to go see it. It doesn't really affect me at all, but yes, I am excited for the movie. June is a good month for the movie to release in. Guys, mom and dad are fighting. Yes, this happens more than you would have think. She abuses me quite often.
No, that's not true. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
No, he does this thing where he likes to prove me wrong. Why are you hiding? Get over here. He's like,
you're wrong so often.
He's like, no.
Weren't wrong about me. I heard McGuire gambles with $1 million. He's got to be a bit crazy. I've heard that rumor too. What's your level of concern for the state of Star Wars franchise, and how do you fix it? I don't have a high level of concern. It's just that it feels like currently, we've talked about this before, and we'll keep it brief because we'll be here all day if we talk about Star Wars.
Yeah.
It just kind of feels like, one, they don't really know where they're going with anything.
Yeah.
And two, it just doesn't really feel like there's a whole lot going on. Like, honestly, I don't need a lot of Star Wars content, but there's almost like nothing right now. The Mall show is great, but that's like the only Star Wars show they've really done aside from Visions in the last year or two, which is crazy.
Yeah, I think the world building right now is kind of taking a pause because they just don't really know what to do. Because the main story, I mean...
And they're going to probably do it. Do not do like fucking 10, 11. That's not what we're asking.
Yeah, no, please don't.
I don't need another trilogy. This Starfighter movie coming out next year, I am excited about, with Ryan Gosling and that whole stuff. I'm excited about that. Looks like, if that is... Andor came out last year, so I take back what I said. That actually, the second season came out last year. I think what Star Wars would benefit from is doing more of that. Oh, actually, no, I'm such an idiot. We got Mandalorian and Grogu this year, and I enjoyed the movie, but it didn't really accomplish anything. It was just kind of there.
It was a filler. It was
a
very
filler movie.
Safe filler
it was
movie.
Good. It was very safe, though. Very safe. I liked it. It was not awful, contrary to popular opinion, but it was like, okay.
It didn't really introduce any new and exciting things.
Nothing, no like returns, but nothing like overly new or exciting either. It was weird.
You know what? Like that was weird.
Yeah, my iPad's like glitching for
His
some reason.
iPad's like tripping out.
Ah!
The show that came out a couple years ago that got canceled. What is that show called again?
Acolyte.
The Acolyte. Y'all, and I'm not talking about you guys, just like Star Wars fans in general, y'all were wrong for just ruining that show. Because that show introduced new information. It had new characters that had a lot of promise. And they had Darth Plagueis on there. Like, that was really cool. And then they had to cancel it because it wasn't popular enough. Like, that's the stuff that I like to see, is you're introducing new information, you're continuing to do world building and stuff like that. And, like, the Darth Plagueis stuff, like, I want to know, like, what's the follow-up to that? And then they just they're like, nope, never mind, we canceled it. Like,
that was a big world-building show. If
Yeah.
they don't have to do world-building, though, my thing is, and I don't know if this is going to work, because Andor, I don't know how successful, like, viewership-wise it was. The first season was very, like, underground. Not a lot of people were talking about it in the moment. It kind of got massive acclaim, I feel like, after the fact. And the second season around, people were like, okay, this is good. I feel like they should just do more of that. And I feel like if Starfighter is that, where it's like, it's a great movie that just so happens to take place within the universe of Star Wars, I like that.
Yeah.
I don't need Darth Vader being back. Like, I wouldn't mind that. But, like...
I mean, I think, like...
If you're going to do Mandalorian and Grogu and then lean into the lore of Star Wars, then lean into the lore of Star Wars. They did nothing to do that.
No, they did absolutely
There was no world
nothing.
building at all.
It felt like a glorified episode of the show.
Yeah.
But I think it's about time that they kind of do something that holds more weight, like that is like a bigger movie. But you could do that, but it also doesn't have to be like a sequel to all the other main movies. Like, you can create your own brand new stuff, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully that happens soon. I'll get to that in a second.
Yes, hi Daniel, I'm not fucking Tyreek!
Richie said, Toby was a good Peter Parker. He embodied everything about the elements of the human character. Andrew was a good Spider-Man. He understood the weight of the character holds in the quips. I agree. Tom is probably the best blend of both Peter and Spider-Man. I would also agree with that. He's also now been doing it for longer, too. I mean, it's kind of unfair to say that. It's true, but he's been in way more movies. I mean, he has 4 of his own, but he was also in Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame. And that's like fucking 7 movies. You know, that's insane.
He also has the advantage of having his literal wife be MJ.
Yeah, there's a lot of advantages.
He has so much going for him.
Rank Thrawn, I think he was what he meant to say. Darth Vader, Ventress, General Grievous, and Maul. I mean, Vader's obviously one.
Vader's number 1.
Maul 2, Thrawn 3. I mean, Maul, again, there's more lore there with Maul, but Maul's an amazing character. I could see Thrawn being 2. But I would go Vader 1, Maul, Thrawn. Ventress or Grievous? Grievous, they kind of, like, fucking butchered him.
I would
go Ventress and then Grievous. What are you thinking?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like Ventress and Maul could be on the same level because they have the same background.
Maul's just way cooler, though. Ventress
Maul
is great.
Obviously is way cooler. I love him.
We know way more about him, too.
If he was a real character right now, you'd be in trouble.
Whoa!
I'm just kidding.
Next question.
But no, obviously Darth Vader, easily one of the greatest characters of all time. Thrawn to me would be really tough, like, to put below Maul, to be honest with you. Even though I love Darth Maul, I think as a character, Thrawn is so much more unique. Like, Darth Maul is the complete opposite of Thrawn. Darth Maul is, like, angry, acts on impulse, like, he has this whole messed up storyline of, like, how he came to be, and then the way that he dies is, like, so poetic and, like, just perfect. Thrawn, as far as we know, is still alive. Like, we don't know how his story ends right now, but I love him because he's so, like, methodical, and, like, he just plays the opposite in a lot of things that he does. Like, he's just very calm and very manipulative. So I think as a character, I don't know. It would be maybe Darth Vader, and then, like, I think Maul would probably have the edge, and then Thrawn. And then Ventress, I think it would probably be the same ranking as you. General Grievous, though, has also gotten the short end of the stick. He has a really interesting story, and I think it's about time that they, like, do some sort of, like short on him or something, because he used to be, like, a different life form, and then, like, he was completely manipulated by, like, the Empire into thinking that the Jedi killed his people even though they didn't, and so he makes it his life's mission to kill all the Jedi and, like, collect their sabers even though the Jedi didn't do anything to him. Like, the story is so messed up. That's why I love Star Wars.
Where would you rank the Davis pile driver right now for finishers? I think it's number 1. I don't know if I'd go number 1, but Mark Davis's pile driver is good. I just hate that he hits it so much, and then, like, people like Will Ospreay kick out at, like, fucking 1, or it takes, like, that's just, like, stupid. But it is a good finisher. Daniel, what's going on, brother? Ty Alexis is indeed here. A little late to the party. We're almost 2 hours in. We will wind down shortly after we go through all these questions, but appreciate you being here, Daniel. Always love seeing you. Fernando said, Graham, have you met Ricky Steamboat? And if you had, do you have his autograph on your replica IC championship belt? Yes and yes. I met him 9 years ago at a Northeast Wrestling show in New York. Super nice guy. Same day I met Chris Jericho, actually.
Was he one of the first
He was
signatures?
the third person to sign
Yeah.
it. First was Cody, then Jericho, and then Steamboat was that same day.
Yeah.
Marty Jannetty was also there. I don't know why I didn't have him sign it. Maybe I didn't want to, like, spend that much money that day. I don't know. But I did have Marty Jannetty sign it a few years later when we went to WrestleCon, but he was fascinating. But yes, I have met him. Very nice guy. We talked for a few minutes, and he signed it fucking huge on the belt, which makes sense because he won it at WrestleMania 3. Daniel said, just watched Spider-Man on Sunday with my sister's boyfriend. I've seen John Bernthal and other stuff, and I was like, am I tripping, or does he not always sound like this? I feel like he sounds the same in every movie that he's in.
I feel like I kind of see what you're saying. It sounded like he was exaggerating his accent, though, like when he was talking. Maybe they told him to do that so it could sound funnier. I don't know. He definitely was, like, acting a little different, a little more animated.
John sounded and looked like my Nick fan Tony from Staten Island, LOL. I mean, yeah, he was obviously putting on more of an accent, but I feel like he sounded like that in the other stuff, too, that he was like Punisher and shit.
John, let me tell you something, kid, Bernthal. Because that's from Walking Dead. It's like a meme.
Oh, okay.
Let me tell you something.
He says there's some... No, I think he says that in everything that he's in.
Yeah, but I think it started in Walking Dead.
It did, but
it became like a meme in Walking Dead.
He says that in almost everything he's in for some reason. Did he say that during the play that we went to? I don't remember.
You know, he kind of did, though, because there's a part in the play in Dog Day Afternoon where he's literally telling the cops off and, like, going on a monologue. So,
yeah, maybe.
In a way, he did finally tell people something.
He may have. That MSG house show was fire, Richie said. He also said, yeah, we hit up Raw and Hartford together. Yes, it was the Raw after Backlash 2022. I think it was a last-minute thing that we asked you about. I remember We went to Backlash in Providence. The next day, I texted one of the PR people at WWE at that point asking if I can get tickets for Raw that night. It was kind of a last-minute thing because they were in Hartford. And he was like, yeah, usually we don't do it last minute like this, but yeah, sure, it's no problem. And this is when the attendance wasn't like always amazing, so it was pretty easy to get tickets. And I think I asked Richie, I'm like, hey, would you want to go? Because I still owed Richie from when he brought me to SmackDown for like his bachelor party or whatever 3 years earlier at Barclays Center, which was great. The same day we saw episode 9 of Star Wars, actually. So, yeah, and then we brought him to Raw. We had a great time. We got to see Judgment Day. That was when Edge was in the Judgment Day. It's a pretty good show. I remember, I think Alexa Bliss returned on that night, if I'm not mistaken. But that was great. We definitely got to go to a show together again in the future with us and Richie. Nathaniel said, I'm just glad we got Edge versus Seth because when he returned in 2020, that was one of my dream matches. How about you? And how about you, Graham and Alexis? Yeah, Edge and Seth was a great feud. Matches were amazing. We were actually there for one of them. I was there for two of them. I was there at SummerSlam when they had their first match, and they had a second match on SmackDown over 9/11 weekend. And I say it's 9/11 weekend because the whole show was at MSG, and it was like,
yep.
It was in honor of that because it was 20 years since 9/11. But they had a match on that show, and it was excellent. Does Brock Lesnar have the best main roster freshman year ever? He honestly probably does. The only other people would be Kurt Angle, AJ Styles, Ronda Rousey, and to an extent Kevin Owens. And Obafemi's also still in his rookie year on the main roster, so he could also end up being in the conversation. I think Brock is still the best. I mean, Brock debuted the night after WrestleMania. He won King of the Ring within 2 months. Challenged for the title at SummerSlam, unlike Obafemi, who gave it up. But he won King of the Ring. He beat Hulk Hogan clean on SmackDown. He would have beaten Stone Cold if Stone Cold didn't walk out. He beat The Rock at SummerSlam to win the WWE Championship, thus becoming the longest or the youngest ever WWE champion in WWE history. It's never been broken for the WWE title, that is. Held that belt on and off for a few months. That amazing Hell in a Cell match with Taker later that year that he beat him inside Hell in a Cell, one of the best cell matches ever. He lost the Big Show at MSG, got the belt back at WrestleMania. He won the Royal Rumble, and then beat Kurt Angle in the main event of WrestleMania to win the WWE title back in a great Mania main event. So I would probably say yes. Best main roster freshman year ever. Let's see. Fernando saying better heel right now between Maxine and Lyra Mania. Lyra's a better. I mean, probably Maxine, honestly, because she's done TV more than Lyra. Lyra, I think, is a better overall performer, but how can I say Lyra's a better heel when she's barely on the show? Maxine at least gets heat, and she's been a bitch to Otis. I mean, you're a good heel in my book if you do that, I guess. So, Daniel quoted, "It's okay when you're wrong." It is. It's fine. Richie said, "I don't think I knew Alexis was at Philly for Mania 40. What the fuck?
What the heck? Whoa.
Oh, I'm just swearing here. No, because
I think we saw
he
your
did.
wife there.
No, he saw you too, right? Hold on.
I don't know.
I think he did. So I did see your wife there, Richie. I did see her backstage, I think on night 2 at like some WWE, I don't know. There was some sort of event going on that I saw. But we also saw them leaving the ECW arena.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That was very brief, though. Yes.
I was there
with
Eric.
The car. I was in the car because I
Yes.
went to a coffee shop like down the street.
Yeah, but you saw him too, though.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Because I was with Eric at that point. And then we drove Eric to the stadium.
Also, I was running on like 7 hours of sleep, and it was Ramadan, so maybe I just don't. Am I crazy or 7 hours of sleep like a good amount of sleep? Or are you talking about over the course of like a week?
he probably meant that.
That's yeah.
I was running like 10 hours of sleep.
Daniel said it's fun seeing Ty Lexus beat up Graham, but the other way around. No, we're not.
Exactly. Speak on it. Ow! Speak on it. So, woman on man abuse is okay, everyone. It's fine. What does Leo Rush say? It's fine. Yeah, exactly. It's fine.
That's what's so funny though. He showed me the Leo Rush stuff because whenever I'm driving, I tend to like
be a bad driver.
I'm not a bad driver.
Your brakes would argue otherwise.
No, my brakes are good. I have good brakes.
You're like,
no, I'm not. Oh my god. He's teetering a fine line there. He's holding my arm.
I don't want to end the stream because she's gonna beat me up when it's over. It's a shoot.
It's not. No, it's not.
If you watch this without volume, this doesn't look good. You also look like you're 7 feet tall compared to me because you're sitting in a taller chair.
I know. I have to lean down.
But
Sit like
anyway.
this.
Anyway.
Anyway, whenever like I go over a bump or something, he'll go, ah, and then I'll go, it's fine, you're fine. And then I'll make him say it too. I'll be like, say it with me, and then we both go, I'm fine. And then he showed me that, and I'm like, oh my god, you're Leo Rush.
Fernando said, what percentage do you give the New Day appearing at All In after the tag title match? Pretty high. I feel like that would make a lot of sense. Richie said, you saw someone what? Yeah, we will save that for... We've
definitely said this before.
We've definitely shared this story before. The story of someone dying when we were over WrestleMania 39 weekend. Alexis...
the McDonald's drive-thru after seeing the Undertaker show.
She loves sharing that story.
Because it's just so insane.
And I never cease to laugh at someone dying. That is fucked up, but it's funny.
And it was definitely a homeless woman.
Is Willow versus... Yeah, definitely. You say that as if it's like, oh, it's fine. No, she was homeless, so it's okay.
No, that is not what I mean. Do you want to get hit again?
Is Willow versus Mercedes the best story for All In? No. I think the match will be great, but we've seen it before. Leaving Tekla out after she carried the company, after carrying the women's division all year is stupid. Not a fan of that. John Ritlin, brother, what's going on, my man? He said, this is the type of happiness I like to see from a couple. Glad you both have been doing well.
John Ritlin, love you.
John is the sweetest. We love John. John, I feel like you have a birthday coming up, or you had a birthday recently. I feel like you have a July or August birthday.
Are you a Leo?
Definitely wrong.
Or a Cancer, John?
I just feel like I was thinking about that today. I'm thinking, I haven't been on social media a lot, so I may have forgotten or did not see it, but I feel like your birthday was around this time. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong.
Fernando says, what is Graham's go-to move when he thinks or knows you're a little upset with him?
When he thinks or knows that you're a little upset with him? So what do I do?
Yeah, what do you do? He doesn't do anything.
Nothing. I'm like, deal with it. It's a good question, though. John said, rare because he's dead now. Sounds like me talking with the Von Erichs or noted family man, Chris Benoit.
My birthday twin.
You know, John, let me tell you something, John. You are famous in every circle of people that I talk to. Because you know how many people I have told that I don't know if you've done it lately, but there was a time where you did it a lot. When you would include tweet pictures of just a pillow.
Of the lap pull-down machine?
That is messed up.
The lap
but
pull-down
it is
machine
so
is crazy.
Funny. It's funny.
Puts the notch on the heaviest weight setting.
Yeah, that shit is funny. It is rare because he's dead. Yeah, that is literally, John, it is exactly like you talking about the Von Erichs or Benoit, and it is never not funny to me. I'm sorry. That always makes me laugh. And honestly, I think of myself as you when I say shit like that. It's a very, 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 very crude sense of humor. Bray dead, sheesh Graham, spoiler alert. That's funny. From Daniel. I also have soared past 200 movies for the year already. 206 now, with at least 5 to 7 more to go by Sunday. That is crazy, John. I assume 5 to 7 more to go on streaming, not in theaters. I don't think you're going to see 5 to 7 in theaters by Sunday. I would imagine he's definitely seeing End of Oak Street.
I'm so excited for that.
Hopefully you like it, John, because if you don't...
Well, if he doesn't, usually we will like it.
No, that's not true, because he loved Obsession. We loved Obsession as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so no. John has good taste in movies. Usually. I kid. Fernando said, Alexis, how bad did WWE fumble the Wyatt Six? Quite a bit.
How long do we have?
Richie,
very disappointed.
Yes.
Richie says Star Wars fans and wrestling fans are two peas in a pod. They're their own worst enemy. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, no one hates wrestling and no one hates Star Wars more than wrestling and Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same sort of fan. Are y'all familiar with the new talent that debuted last night on Raw? What are you talking about, Fernando? What new talent debuted last night? I don't know what you're talking about.
Eric says, I think Doomsday is my number 2 movie of the year after Obsession. Yes, I know it's called Brand New Day. I'm just keeping the meme.
He has also called it, he had called it something else. What he's talking about, he was like, Doomsday was great. I'm like, did you get an early, are you like from Make-A-Wish? Are you from Make-A-Wish or something? How the fuck did you see the movie? He goes, I thought the movie was called Doomsday. I'm like, how do you go to Spider-Man and think it's called... I know it's Day is in the same thing, but it's not the same thing.
But it's called Avengers
You
Doomsday,
clearly can't
Spider-Man
be a Marvel...
Doomsday.
You must not be a massive Marvel fan if you think that was called Doomsday. I mean, there's a pretty big distinct difference, but yes. He knows what... He likes to keep the meme going, is what Eric's talking about.
Nathaniel says, do you think everyone survives in Doomsday? No.
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 What? Come on. No. Probably the opposite. Alexis is better at rankings than I am. Yeah.
Thank you.
I suppose. The stream censored you, Richie? Come on, that was not me. I mean,
Hey, you got the mod right here, and I didn't do anything.
It's definitely not me. Push, rehire, fire. Bear, Nikki, and the other guy friend from Obsession. Ooh, that's a good question. Let's push Nikki. Rehire the other guy and fire Bear because he's a loser.
He is a loser. He's the
loser.
real heel of the movie.
Seriously. I love The Walking Dead. Better character, Shane or Frank Castle? I have not seen much of The Walking Dead. I know who Shane is. That's his character on the show.
Yeah.
Obviously, Frank Castle because we love Punisher and he's amazing. His character in Punisher is phenomenal. And also I feel like
he can tell us stuff.
I feel like in Walking Dead he's a bit of a bitch, but I could be wrong. The Osprey spot when Davis put him into power driver. I think I mean pile driver. By lifting him, then twisted him around was amazing. I watched it 4 times. Yeah, it was a great match overall. Brock Lesnar is good. Yeah. Oh, book is good. I did read the book. Yes, I read that book when I was in high school. It was a good book. Daniel said, Solo Sikoa making me more and more glad I never sold my stock. LOL. I told you, Graham, yesterday's ending annoyed me, though, but I'll wait to see what they do next. Yeah, he's been a day one Solo fan. I have always liked Solo. It's just that booking has been garbage.
I also have very much always liked him.
Since NXT, it's just that his booking on the main roster is like the leader of the Bloodline and the MFTs was kind of just ass after a while because it's like, what are we doing? Richie was like, wow, you're right. LOL, yeah, my memory was shot.
Okay, 7 hours from the whole week.
There you go.
Okay.
That makes sense.
That makes more sense.
I got home at 3 a.m. from Philly to CT and got up for work at 8 a.m. Had to call out the following day and slept all day.
Yeah, that's awful.
You and I both, brother, all 3 of us did. I have said this before. I will say this again. We do not have all day, so I will keep this brief. I am not exaggerating when I say there is a legitimate chance that we could have fucking died on the way home that day. On the way home from WrestleMania. There was not one but 2 of us in the car. But both of us were so tired, we switched off at least twice, maybe 3 times. We could not drive home without falling asleep. It was a fucking struggle. It's a fucking struggle for us to drive home that night from Philadelphia. It was really bad. And we almost died. I've said that before, and I mean that.
See, I would never know that because I was sleeping whenever he
You
was
drove,
driving.
though. You don't even remember?
No, whenever you drove, though, I was sleeping.
I was driving, and you pulled over for me. You had to drive for me, and then you woke me up, and you're like, I can't do this. I'm like, we're about to die. Like, there was a couple points where I think I was swerving. They're fighting again, Richie said. Fernando said, Alexis, what is your favorite play that you were ever a part of? That's assault, brother. At you 7 feet tall.
Oh, John Rutland's birthday is in January. Oh, so
January.
you're very wrong.
I am very fucking off.
He's a Capricorn. I should have known that. Depending on when it is in January.
Let me know the date, John.
I don't know. I did a show. I wasn't acting for like 8 years. I've been performing like most of my entire life, but then when I met Graham, I just kind of stopped doing it because I would have much rather spend my time with him.
I mean, I don't blame her. No lies detected.
But then I went back to it last year, about a year ago actually, and I did a show called the 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee, and it was really good, and it was probably one of my favorite things I've ever done. It was a lot of improv, so I got to write a lot of my own jokes. It was a very tough singing part. I didn't realize I was more of a singer than I actually thought I was. I was in the entire show. I was like one of the main characters. It was really good. So I would probably say that one. The one I'm in right now too is really fun, but I think the spelling bee one from last year was great. What did Richie text you?
He said, I'm calling the police.
Why?
Why do you think you've been beating me up the entire stream? Jesus. Oh, it's fine. I can beat
It's
you
fine.
up.
You're fine. You're
Woman
fine.
on man. Ow!
What?
Woman on man violence. It's okay. It's okay. She's never coming back on this show.
Oh, that's not true. Better play Romeo and Juliet or Hamlet. I don't know much about Hamlet, to be honest with you. Isn't that like The Lion King? What? What are you
He
laughing
just said,
at?
not gonna lie, Graham abuse is over like Rover beloved. It's a funny gimmick to get abused.
Isn't Lion King based on Hamlet? Is that true?
I don't know.
I know it's based on a Shakespeare
I've only read
show.
Hamlet. I never read Romeo and Juliet. I read Hamlet, so I'm gonna go rent Hamlet.
What is Hamlet about?
Betrayal. Romeo and Juliet is more like love. Hamlet was more like family drama and betrayal. I read it in high school.
I mean, I really like the story of Romeo and Juliet, basically, like, because of the ending. Like, I just think it's very messed up, but it's very fascinating. Do you do watch-alongs? Yeah, we do.
We do watch-alongs. I did one a few months ago. I try to do them semi-regularly. Just haven't had a chance to do one in a while. Just I've been busy. But yes, we do watch-alongs, movies, pay-per-views, other wrestling shows, matches. We did one for WrestleMania 17 a few months ago. I did, and that was awesome. That was a lot of fun. So yes, keep if you're subscribed, first of all, like the video if you guys haven't already. If you haven't, what the fuck's wrong with you? Second of all, turn on notifications for that sort of stuff.
I gotta like it.
Yeah. Well, why haven't you done that already? Yeah. Daniel!
Daniel just texted me and said, nah, keep whooping his ass.
What the fuck? You're supporting abuse.
Why I oughta. Whoops, whoops, whoops.
This is not gonna look good. Alexis, he's your birthday twin? Hope that's all you share in common and not how you deal with relationships, JK. I hope so.
Daniel, you want to know who
not
else?
Based on this stream, you
want to know
that.
who else is my birthday twin? I've said this before, but I'll tell you right now. Okay, so first we got the lap pull-down machine king himself, Chris Benoit. Then we have Biggie Smalls, was pew-pewed, in the 90s. Then we have...
So we could say pew-pewed, but we can't say shot. But we could talk about.
He was shot. Right. He was killed.
Solo Sikoa's talking about pooping his ass.
Then we have Jeffrey Dahmer.
Don't hold my hand while you say Jeffrey Dahmer's name. It's weird.
So I share a birthday with Chris Benoit, Jeffrey Dahmer, Biggie Smalls, Mr. T as well. I know Mr. T has the same birthday as me.
Have you seen Ice Cream Man movie? No. Not going to. I had no interest anyway, but the AI shit is just stupid.
I was going to.
That might be one we put on streaming and make fun of at some point.
No, yeah.
I've heard it was awful. John Ritland said it was terrible, and I would believe that.
Yeah, I thought it looks really bad, but I was going to watch it just so I could just go to the theater and watch something because I'm unemployed right now, so I need something to do. But then I saw that about the AI stuff, and I'm like, I am not seeing that crap.
Daniel said, glad I'm catching an Alexis live stream, especially since this might be the last one I catch for a while, depending on how busy I may or may not be at this new job. Yes, congrats again, Daniel. I said that before you got here, but congrats again. Appreciate the support last week, but Daniel's the man. Daniel's the man. Congrats on that. John Rutland said, top 5 best movies, probably of the year he's talking about. The Odyssey. Oh, I missed it. The Odyssey, Project Hail Mary, Marmara, New Zealand Horror, and The Furious. You did not like The Furious. The Odyssey I did see on Sunday, and I thought it was really good. It was a great movie. It's not like I still think it's slightly overrated.
I don't plan on seeing that. I just don't
care. But I do think it was a great movie after I saw it. I mean, I figured it would be, but it was better than I thought it would be for my taste. Obsession, we know, was amazing. Project Hail Mary probably might be I think that's still the best movie I've seen all year.
I feel like that should definitely be in the conversation for Best Picture.
Yeah, I think it should be. And Spider-Man Brand New Day, I loved it as well. There's been a lot of great movies. I also really like Toy Story 5.
Backrooms,
I saw that one.
I really enjoyed.
You like that one.
The new Hunger Games movie coming out, it's honestly like if you're into that stuff and you really liked Catching Fire, which was the second one, it's probably going to be as good, if not better.
Okay.
It's going to be so good.
Richie said, I was with my cousin and friend and both of their asses fell asleep. I was hopped
up on this nasty C4 energy drink they were handing out when night 2 ended.
It saved your life. WWE's commercialization saved your life, Richie. That's so funny. Took an hour just to leave the parking lot. Oh, we know. The parking lot situation was bad, and we also had to drop off some other people that I offered to give rides to, even though we had to drive home and did not get home until fucking 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it was bad.
I wouldn't do that part. He said I would do it again. I would do it again, but I would not pick people up. I would not do people a favor and drop them off. I wouldn't do that again. But the trip itself was great. I would definitely do that again. John Ritland said, top 4 worst movies. Ice Cream Man. No
surprise.
No surprise there. Demon Hunters. That sounds like K-pop Demon Hunters, but that's not what he was talking about. Because I know he liked that movie. And the movie was great. And that was last year. Melania and Relationship. Do you know of that movie?
Trump's wife?
Oh, they made a movie about Trump's wife?
Yeah, they did.
Why?
Yep, I don't know.
The movie about Trump, I will say, was actually really good.
That movie, The Apprentice, was so good.
That was good. And not because it's him, but because they kind of made him out to be a monster.
Because we do not like him. And it shows everybody how he became, like, manipulative and, like, twisted and why he thinks the way that he does in some aspects.
Daniel said, I think I'm going to catch one of Graham's patented $5 movie Tuesdays later on. Daniel, there's your deals. Got to get the deals. We are not going to $5 Tuesday today, but we will very likely go next week for End of Oak Street. So, yes, I look forward to that.
Eric says Tatum debut on Friday made me happy. What would y'all name the trio?
Psycho Sisters. I don't know.
I thought it. Well,
The Sorority Sisters.
No. Go over there. I look so tall.
You do.
I think it's interesting that like Alexa Bliss has the play and pain gloves, and I think pain is Tatum, play is Charlotte.
The submission sorority. That's what I was going to say.
Read the next one.
No, go ahead. Continue on.
So something like that. Something with that, but also I think that could very much be taken out of context. January 10th for my birthday, pure Capricorn.
All right, good to know. Good to know.
Eric says the sun makes Alexis look really bright. See, I told you. No, it's not the sun. It's the ring light.
So I have a ring light on, but it's the way that it's on my laptop is that it's facing really just her.
It's really more in front of me, but I also
Plus she's just really fucking white on it. Well, okay, that's not what I was going to say. You're just really pale. Plus I'm a really tan
I thought you were going to say I'm really pretty, so I glow.
You are. That too, but I'm also saying you're just very pale, and you know that. You make that comment. You beat me up this entire stream. I could say one thing. I'm not. She's not giving me a fucking Mark Davis pile driver. You guys are encouraging bad behavior.
Spike.
God. Wait till this is over. I'm gonna be a dead man.
I was today years old when I even realized Biggie, Dahmer, and the lap pull down God shared a birthday. And me.
The things you learn when you turn into the stream with Alexis. Emmanuel is back. Emmanuel, hello. Eric said, I just saw one last night. Really bad movie. The only redeeming part was the kid. I just saw one last. Was it called One? WONE? One. My local theater raised $5 Tuesday to $6. That's fucking bullshit, Emmanuel. We don't like that. That's called commercialization. Oh, the corporate theaters don't have enough money, so we got to turn it to $6. Fuck that. I'm not going. I would riot. I would go. I'm protesting until they put it back to $5.
Richie says, "Leave him alone."
Seriously, Richie. Thank you.
Leave him alone.
The police are already on their way. If you hear sirens, you know who they're coming for. Not sure if y'all read the written questions yet, but Alexis has she ever seen WWE ECW? So two things. One, I have not gotten to those yet. I'm going to get to them right now.
Yeah.
We've already been on the stream for over 2 hours. I got to get going soon. No, she has not seen a single episode of WWE ECW. And I can't even really show her because Peacock took off all the WWE content. Basically what it was that when ECW, the company, closed, Vince McMahon rebranded it as its own WWE show about 5 years later.
Wasn't Punk on that?
That's where he debuted.
Yeah.
It largely,
it
was only good for like a month. And then, because they were making it hardcore, and then they made it like just garbage. Vince McMahon put the title on himself. Vince McMahon put the belt on himself.
I remember you telling me that. Yeah, that's really bad.
Yeah, among the many issues that brand had, but yes. I will get to that momentarily. Fernando said, Graham, there has been some reports that Vince McMahon might get cleared. Is this true, or is it just social media lies? It's not that it's necessarily lies. I think it's just exaggerations. What I think that is in reference to is that, thank you, Richie. Richie's saying to Alexis, leave him alone.
Richie DM'd me on Instagram saying, leave him alone.
And then you got Daniel over here, this son of a bitch. He's got this new fancy job, thinks he can just, he could just allow her to beat the shit out of me. Texting her saying, yeah, beat his ass.
Listen, I'm unemployed. This is my full-time job now. It's just to bother him.
That's lucky me. But no, he's not cleared. He could just be, do-rag Vince, exactly. We'll be here all day if we explain that.
Oh, Lord.
But yes, I don't think he's coming back. I don't think Vince is coming back. I think the damage has been done. Please die in the dark and, leave us all alone. Give us all a break. Of course, Alexis' birthday takes precedent over any of those. Thank you, Daniel. That is true. Daniel's team Alexis today. John said, if it wasn't for both the Regal and AMC Stubs monthly passes, I wouldn't go to the movies because of the high cost of just regular matinee alone. Oh, of course. If you're going to go to the movies a lot, you have to have one of those memberships. I mean, depending on what we're talking about. There's a theater near us where the, regular evening price is like $10, which is nothing. But, if you go to a Cinemark, AMC especially,
it's like
regular
$18.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Crazy.
That's dumb.
I will say, though, going to the movies is probably one of my favorite things to do. I love it so much. It's how we met. It's a lot. It's what we do most of the time. If we go out, we'll go see a movie and go to dinner.
$5 Tuesday.
Or something like that. It's one of my favorite things to do. So I'm really, outside of that, I'm really excited that that's, becoming more of a thing now.
Yes, I agree.
I think it's finally, We're finally getting back in the groove of like it's popular to go out to the movies again.
It's popping. I just don't go on, like, it is, but, like, the thing used to be, like, oh, go on a Friday night. Like, I'm not going on a Friday night. I'm not spending fucking $25 to go see a movie that's, like, mediocre. I'd rather go, like, during the day.
I would. I don't really care.
No.
He's smarter with what he does.
No, I'm smarter because I'd rather see more movies for less than less movies for more, which if you do that, that's fine. But it's like, oh, I want to see less movies and really maximize the experience. No, I want to go as much as possible, but I'm going to go as much as possible. I'd rather pay less money so I can go more often. That just makes more sense. That's the economical thing to do. John's comment was funny. He said, wouldn't be the last time Vince shit all over something either.
That's very true.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Richie said, y'all should do watch-alongs to WWE Studios films. The Marine franchise, See No Evil, 12 rounds, 1 through 3. That is an excellent idea, Richie. I think we should definitely do that, especially for See No Evil. I've shown her the first two. It's been a long time since we've seen them. Definitely, maybe around Halloween time, that would be wonderful.
And we should dress up. Like, put costumes on
Oh,
and stuff.
God.
That would be fun.
That is more on your...
that would be fun.
Yeah, poor Graham. Thank you, Eric. That's TBD, but, not a bad idea. For Halloween, that's possible.
Yeah. We got to put Alexis over Graham. She's a part-time performer like the OTC.
Her presence is lit. Outside of when she's alter ego of Mr. Cunningham.
I'm not Tyreek.
Tyreek Cunningham.
You know what's annoying though is the fact that he hasn't even showed up. Like, of course he doesn't show. He doesn't show up when I'm on the screen. He knows exactly what the fuck he's doing. Like, just come here.
And then he'll show when he / you show up. He goes,
"It's not me."
He goes, "Why does Alexis not like me?" I literally ask that like he has no idea.
He's such a bot. Like, you know what it is though? I know why he's not showing up because he sees my picture on the fucking thumbnail.
He's intimidating.
Get your ass on here, Tyreek.
She's gonna beat you up like she beats me up. Did Alexis just say what we do? Yeah, she's Triple H.
Give me a kiss on the cheek.
Okay. I worked at a theater for almost 6 years. Going on Friday night or even the weekends can be brutal. Yeah, especially these weekends with the kids out there and shit. I mean, Backrooms was almost really bad. Thank you, Richie.
Richie, I am not Tyreek.
Yeah.
I'm not Tyreek.
Going on a Friday night can be bad. Although I will say, going on a Sunday, I saw Odyssey the other day. It was packed, but it was good because then again, it's mostly adults, so it was fine. I think it was all adults. Richie's hitting him. Exactly, Richie. Thank you. He's a fucking witness. Did y'all enjoy Disney World when you went last year, Eric asked. What would you recommend in terms of rides and where would you stay? My girlfriend and daughter want to go. Love Disney World. We love going to Disney. Have not been since last June. Probably going to be a while before we go again.
Yeah.
I mean, we went a lot in the course of a few years for different reasons, but I'm taking a break for a while. It's a lot. Where would you stay? If it financially makes sense, stay at one of the resorts. All-Star Sports is the cheapest.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's like quality-wise, it's perfectly fine. I would recommend that. Otherwise, just find a good deal in a hotel nearby.
Especially if you have a kid, like, it's the best experience for them too. Like, when growing up, going to, like, all the, like, the Fort Wilderness or the Animal Kingdom Lodge, like, all that stuff, those are, like, memories that I will never forget. And I was, like, 9 or, like, 5 years old, and I remember going to that stuff. That's stuff that, like, you carry with you. And plus, there's, like, you don't even have to go to the parks. When you're at a place like that, since it's a resort, there's always something to do. There's always, like, there's restaurants, there's gift shops, there's things going on. Like, they have movie nights in their pools. Like, there's always stuff happening. And it's also just really, it's a cool environment, too.
Yeah.
You feel like you're on Disney property. Like, they do a really good job of making you feel like you're at Disney World.
Yeah. And as far as rides go, we'd be here all day, but, I mean, the obvious. I mean, there's 4 parks, so it's like, what are we talking? I mean, I think Hollywood Studios is the best. The Star Wars stuff is all great. She likes Twilight Tower of Terror. The Muppets roller coaster, I haven't been on it. I've never went on Rock and Roller Coaster. Had no desire to do so. But I mean, the new Muppets one I would go on probably.
Oh, I wouldn't. It depends. If we don't like crazy rides or anything like that. Like,
but like the Monsters Inc. one, that's gonna be a crazy ride. But I go on that when they open that.
I don't think that'll be crazy.
Yeah, thank you, Richie. Graham, you should probably go to Disney soon before Alexis hits you again for not taking her. Exactly. Thank you, Richie. Emmanuel said, she's all like, sweet. Ew. Anyway, apparently, the thing that inspired WWE ECW was WWE doing the Rise and Fall of ECW DVD documentary in 2004, and it became one of their, if not the top-selling DVDs. Yeah, the nostalgia for ECW after it closed was huge. That's exactly why they opened up. I mean, the One Night Stand was a massive success. And then they just fucking ruined it. It was really one of those things where it's like, oh, you love ECW? Let's take it and ruin it. That's basically like Vince's mantra with anything. John said, for this weekend, the movies are End of Oak Street. Well, we said that.
Nimrods. I saw McKenna Grace is in that, I think.
Did not know that was the thing.
It's basically like a bunch of teenagers that are like trying to open for Green Day or something. Like it seems interesting.
Interesting.
Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Masama, The Wrong Girls. I saw something about The Wrong Girls and The Rivals of Amzia King.
Nice. Well, enjoy those, Richie. Not Richie. John, enjoy the movies. Or not enjoy them. Maybe they're terrible. Some of them are awful. I'm sure End of Oak Street will be good, though. I will be anxious for your review. You will see it before we see it, so I will look out for your review, and I will let you know what we think. I'll have my Letterboxd review up at some point up next week. I have to put up my Odyssey review soon, too. Someone help Graham at this point? Yeah, seriously.
No, I did not call him a Nimrod. It's the name of a movie.
The police are up coming soon. I don't want to see you get her. I see no... Richie's... Daniel says I see no abuse here. Yeah. How do you see no abuse?
Thank you.
Did Alexis call? Yeah, she did call me.
No, I did not. It's the name of a movie coming out.
Okay, you don't have to be so aggressive. I'm sorry.
We're a happy couple.
Okay,
we're a happy couple.
We're going to throw it to these scheduled questions, of which Alexis knows very little of, so we'll probably go through these quick. Thank you so much for the scheduled questions. Why are you getting up? What are you...
I'm not a part of this.
No, you can be a part of it. Where are you going to?
I'll be right back.
Okay, she'll be back.
I got to stretch my legs.
All right, we're almost going to be done here soon, but I'll run through these questions quickly. Appreciate you guys sending in the comments and questions. If you still have any chats, throw them in the chat. We will go back to those momentarily. But anyway, first question comes from Jordan B. from YouTube. He said, what do you think MVP's legacy will be? I think a lot of people will look back on, first of all, it's very random to include MVP, but MVP, I think a lot of people will look back on as being like this prolific mid-carder on SmackDown in the late 2000s, one of the longest United States Championship reigns of all time, specifically the Matt Hardy feud as far as his best work in WWE. But honestly, I think his work as part of the Hurt Business and Hurt Syndicate will outweigh the stuff that he did on his own as a wrestler. I think a lot of people will remember MVP for him allowing Bobby Lashley to bring him to prominence as a single star and making him WWE champion, going over to AEW with him. And I think a lot more people will remember him as, with the work that he did as far as being a manager than he ever was as a wrestler, especially as more time goes on and he spends more time as a manager than he did as a wrestler. Next question from Jordan as well. What are some Penta matches that you would like to see in the future? For me, it's Carmelo Hayes, Gunther, Ilya Dragunov, Shinsuke Nakamura, Rey Fenix, and the Lucha Bros versus the Usos. Yes. Yes to all of them. Penta versus Rey Mysterio would have been one. We finally got that a few months ago over the IC title, which was great, and that was a really fun match. I like all the ones that you mentioned. Definitely Phoenix one-on-one. Him and LA Knight had a match in TNA years ago. Them running it back would be interesting. Obviously, him and Roman would be great. Him and Rollins, I think, had a one-on-one match last year, if I'm not mistaken. Anyone else? Really anyone on the roster that Penta hasn't worked with yet? Him and Punk, I know, had a match in AEW years ago. They probably wouldn't have a match in WWE. But like him and Cody would be cool. I don't know if they ever had a match in years past. I know people would say Chelsea Green, but that's never happening in WWE, nor would it be the same. But, any of those matches you mentioned would be great, though. Nike Fan 02 would have had Survivor Series. It's Bloodline versus Bloodline. The Rock's Bloodline team versus Roman Reigns' Bloodline team. That would be terrible. I don't even know what that would look like, because The Rock's Bloodline would be... What would that even be? The fucking MFTs? Like, the Bloodline that Roman leads is, like, Fatu, the Usos, Solo's kind of involved in that. Would The Rock be with Solo's Bloodline? Like, I don't know. The time for that would have been 2024. They didn't do it or couldn't do it, so I have no desire to see that in 2026. His second question, you think if WWE picked up Nick Wayne from AEW and brought him over to NXT and eventually put him on the main roster, he would have a better career? I think he would practically be the same. I don't think Nick Wayne would have been on the main roster by now anyway. He's just way too young, and he's also not that experienced. He's good. Nick Wayne is very talented, but I think he would probably have the same level of success in WWE that he would in AEW. I mean, in NXT, he might have more of a chance to kind of, learn from some more people. I mean, he works a lot of indies too, so he has that going for him as well. But, Yeah, I don't really think his career would be drastically different, all that drastically different, if he was in WWE or NXT compared to AEW. If you had to book Gunther versus Obafemi in a regular match, as they currently are right now, who would you put over and why? Oh, easily Obafemi. I mean, Obafemi's obviously en route to winning a world championship. Probably on the sooner side, probably by Mania, but he should not be losing again before he wins the world title. He might. If it's the Braun Breaker, that's fine. Gunther's on SmackDown anyway, but no. I would have Obafemi win. He has more to gain right now than Gunther, who's already been world champion twice. He's retired John Cena. Gunther does not need to be beating Obafemi. Obafemi gains nothing from that, even in defeat. So if they were to have a match, Obafemi should win. A bit of a random question, but he asked, have you ever been to an MLB game and what was your experience like? I've been to a ton. My family are baseball fans, so I've been to a lot of Mets games. We went to a Mets game a few years ago. The LA Knight was like the celebrity host, so he was throwing out the first pitch and hosting the game and shit, which was fun. I've been to a Red Sox game, a few Red Sox games. I was at a Detroit Tigers game, and I went to SummerSlam in Detroit in 2023. We went to a Cleveland Guardians game, the former Indians, in 2024 when we were in town for SummerSlam. That was fun. So yeah, I've been to a fuck ton of MLB games. I actually have free tickets to a Mets game soon because we were at Fanatics Fest and they were basically giving that shit out like candy. So I might be going back to a Mets game in the foreseeable future. But yeah, I've been to a ton of Mets games or baseball games in general. And they're always fun. I'm not a big baseball fan, but I like it enough to where it's usually a fun time. Usually if the team is good. If they're not, it's kind of painful, but a la the Mets. Emmanuel A. asked, do you think anyone could have replaced Randy Orton's role in the late 2000s, particularly his 2007 push, where he became the top heel, main evented SummerSlam against John Cena, and ended the year as WWE champion, despite being part of the infamous wellness policy violations that summer? Do you think anyone in that era could have filled Orton's spot, or was he simply better than any other star WWE could have tried to build up, and that's why he avoided suspension in 2007? He was probably the best person for that spot at that time. The only other person two people actually come to mind, Edge and Mr. Kennedy. I think Mr. Kennedy probably would have been that guy had he not gotten hurt and had he not gotten suspended. I think Orton was a little bit more reliable, which was interesting because he got suspended quite a bit back then, but they got in trouble quite a bit. Orton was perfect for that spot, but I think you could have easily plugged. I mean, Edge was there in 2006 feuding with Cena, so he couldn't really do what Orton was doing at that point in 2007 specifically. But I would throw in Kennedy. I think Kennedy could have feuded with Cena around that time. Had he not been, like I said, injury prone. I mean, he wasn't really injury prone, but he had a reputation for being injury prone or injuring other people. And also for the wellness policy violation stuff. I think Kennedy could have easily been in that spot. Maybe not to the extent that Orton was, but I think he could have absolutely been a top heel in WWE around that time and won a world title. And I think he should have. Emmanuel's second question, do you think Big Show is a good Paul Heyman guy? Big Show's best pushes arguably came when he was on the Heyman book shows, SmackDown in 2002 through 2003, WWE, ECW 06, as we said before. I write arguably because Big Show physically wasn't great during either period. His 2002 WWE title reign only lasted a month, and his ECW title reign is notorious. Yet Heyman was seemingly the most consistent person to realize Big Show's potential as a monster heel. I wouldn't say Big Show was a great Paul Heyman guy, because when I hear Paul Heyman guy, I think of what Paul Heyman has done for these people on screen. When Heyman was associated with Big Show on screen, it was never great. But behind the scenes, he did help him a lot in pushing him as the WWE champion, as the ECW champion. He was a big advocate for Big Show. Big Show at either point wasn't really an advocate for himself, otherwise he would have lost weight sooner than he did. I think he is an underrated Paul Heyman guy, because Big Show's push in 2002 was believable. I mean, he was the first person to beat Brock Lesnar ever in WWE, and that was in 2002. So, again, I wouldn't put Heyman or Big Show in like the top 5 Paul Heyman guys, not even close. But he was better than some. He was better than Ryback and Axel and even Cesaro. I would say underrated, though. I don't think a lot of people look at Big Show as a Paul Heyman guy. But he did have success under Paul at a few different points, like you mentioned. No Ill from Facebook asking, thoughts on the whole AJ Styles' son incident? So yeah, I have been asked about this. I'm glad you asked about it. Basically, the story is, I don't know, you didn't hear about this.
I heard that he debuted or something, right?
He had a match at GCW over the weekend or 2 weeks ago or something. And he got blasted on Twitter by one of the indie wrestlers that was there because he didn't help like set up the ring. And that's kind of like customary to do that, is set up the ring. AJ Styles chimed in and said he shouldn't have to because he was invited to be there. So, like, just because you did and you're jealous doesn't mean that he should have to. That's just the Spark Notes version of it. No one came away from that situation looking good. I do think the kid should have helped out. He wants to pay his dues at indie shows. I'm not a wrestler, but I think it is pretty customary to help out. Like, he's not fucking John Cena. He's just learning the ropes. I know they brought him in to do the show, but, like, if you really want to pay your dues, you're not above anyone else, even if you're just AJ Styles' son. He looks like he has potential, but he's going to get heat if he doesn't help out with that sort of stuff. Just because he kind of has a silver spoon in his mouth doesn't mean that he shouldn't help out with that sort of stuff. The indie guy, Eric Cannon, should not have blasted him on Twitter. He probably should have talked to him privately about it. I think he just put it on Twitter because he has a name, and then he went into it. He kind of went back and forth with AJ Styles about it on Twitter. AJ didn't come away from it looking good. He kind of, like, made his son, like, it didn't make AJ look good. It didn't make his son look good. No one came away from that situation looking good. So he didn't do his son any favors by trying to stick up for his son. He just kind of made his son look like a loser. So those are my thoughts on that. I think everyone's kind of in the wrong, and it didn't really come across great. I do think it should have been handled offline, but we're still here talking about it, so it obviously got a lot of people talking. Second question from Noel. Do you see Roxanne Perez winning Money in the Bank and slowly teasing Liv Morgan about it, only to do it at the last moment with Raquel Rodriguez helping her out? I don't see Roxanne winning Money in the Bank. I absolutely think she should. I think there's a chance she could win it, and I think she should be in the match. At this point, I don't see them having her win it. I think that would make the most sense, but I don't think they want to break them up yet, which is dumb because I think Roxanne should be out of the group already by this point. And Roxanne should be the one to beat Liv Morgan for that belt. Bless you. At ULGU91, does it surprise you that Claudio Castagnoli has not won an AEW singles title since joining the company 4 years ago? That is surprising. I mean, just considering that AEW has 4 fucking mid-card belts, you would think by this point they would have given him a run as TNT champion, Continental champion, International champion, National champion, whatever. Hopefully he still will. I know he's been CMLL world champion. He's been trios champion. He's been a Ring of Honor champion. He should fucking hold a singles title in AEW. I mean, he had a great run in WWE. He was only ever the United States champion once, and that was in his first year in the company. Cesaro spent the rest of his run in WWE as a tag team wrestler. And if he was on his own, he never won singles gold, which to me is egregious. That's like Chad Gable never winning a mid-card belt until recently. So, yes, he should absolutely win singles gold in AEW. He will not be world champion. He probably should not be at this point. But a mid-card belt, most definitely. Your thoughts on Don Callis? I think he's a great manager. I think he's the closest thing to Paul Heyman that they have in AEW. He is a little overexposed. He has a lot of people in his faction, but I think Don Callis is really good. I also enjoyed his commentary at one point as well. I think he's good. I think Don Callis is a great asset for that company as far as being a classic heel manager. And not, they need more of those in wrestling. We don't have enough of them in any of these companies. In his third question here, do you see Okada turning face and leaving the Don Callis family with tensions appearing to brew between him and Kyle Fletcher? I honestly think there might be a better chance that Kyle leaves the group first. I have seen no indication that Okada's going babyface. They've already had Andrade and Takeshita both leave the Don Callis family in recent months. I would be surprised if they had anyone else leave and go babyface anytime soon. I feel like Okada, or rather Andrade and Takeshita, were kind of like the first two. They will have other people leave at some point. I think it'd be very surprising if it was anytime soon. So, if anything, I would see Fletcher leaving and going babyface, but even that I don't see happening anytime in the foreseeable future. And then last 2 questions from @MillennialNoob from Twitter, Millennial_Noob from Twitter. He says, does WWE have a heel turn problem? Every time someone turned heel, that WWE wrestler heel turn is still going to get cheered by the fans, and the only thing the heels are lacking, and that's getting heat. WWE does have a heel problem, but it's not only what you're referring to. That's a problem in every company. The problem in WWE, with the heels anyway, is Triple H's lack of follow-up. More so than them getting heat, is the lack of follow-up. The follow-up on the John Cena heel turn was fucking awful, and he was never a great heel anyway.
Yep.
But the immediate heel, like the immediate fall, he wasn't on TV for weeks after he turned heel, and then he was, and it's like, okay, that's it. And it didn't really live up to its full potential. The New Day are probably the most egregious example, because they turned heel, and they had no follow-up, no plan, and that was all their idea, and WWE did nothing to follow or capitalize on that at all. And that flopped, and now they're going out of the company. Randy Orton, they turned heel, which was a great moment. They put him with fucking Pat McAfee in March, which was terrible going into WrestleMania. And now, as you've seen the thumbnail for this video, they're having a current issue with Lyra Valkyria. She had a good heel turn. I would have turned Bayley over Lyra, but I get it. It's fine. They had her beat Bayley at Saturday night's main event in a good match. Big win for her. No fucking follow-up. She's been on Raw and backstage segments, if not during commercial. That is inexcusable. No one will boo these people or give a fuck about these heels if you don't have them on the show to explain their heel. If there's no plan, then don't fucking do it. The lack of follow-up with the heel turn specifically is really bad. And we were talking earlier, people were asking, who's the best heel in WWE? If the best answer I can give is Gunther, who isn't even in the main event right now, that's a fucking problem. I mean, Orton's a good heel, but he only just came back, and he's also been around forever. Raw has no good heels. I mean, really, Ethan Page is good, but he's at the mid-card level. Big Cass they just brought back. That's great. As a heel, love that. But they need more of that. There's no real credible heels at the top. Roman's like a Shades of Grey character. LA Knight's a babyface. Rollins is a babyface. Braun Breaker was great, but they kind of fucking ruined him for a little while there. The Vision sucks. Oba Femi's a babyface. Punk, Rhodes, babyfaces. Kevin Owens probably a babyface. Zayn's a shade of gray. He's a great character, but he's not a full-fledged heel. So yes, they absolutely have a heel turn problem. They need more of them, and they need to book them better. The ones they do have. Last question here. Do you think that Chelsea Green as WWE Women's Champion is the right call? As evidence of her losing to Fatal Influence in that tag team match this past Friday, it seems like Chelsea Green, her run as world champion, is off to a great start. Obviously, he said that sarcastically. I like Chelsea winning the title. It made for a great reaction. I'm very happy for her. I said this before she won it, and I'm saying this now. And I was proven right on Friday's SmackDown. If you're going to put the belt on Chelsea, you can't book her like a fucking loser. They always have booked Chelsea like a loser, and that's fine if that's her role. It's like, she's the comedy babyface, comedy heel, whatever. If you're going to put the top title on her, and this is putting aside the fact that she's hurt right now, putting that aside, you cannot have her losing matches where she should not be losing. She got pinned by Fatal Influence in a tag team match to set up a title match for JC Jane facing Tiffany Stratton for her title and not Chelsea. It makes no sense. And then she got beat by B-Fab in a tag team match on the SmackDown before SummerSlam. At that point, surely they knew they were putting the belt on her. Why the fuck would you do that? I mean, that was really dumb. B-Fab, by that logic, should be next in line for a title shot. And now Fallon Henley, who pinned Chelsea on SmackDown this past Friday. It makes no sense. So I like Chelsea. I think it's the right call to put the belt on her in the interim if Rhea Ripley won't be around. I think that's great. Book her like a champion. She doesn't have to go undefeated. But having her get pinned 5 days after she won the belt, massive mistake, makes no sense. Terrible fucking booking. We'll go back to the chat here, and we'll wind down after this. I'll just read the rest. Tyreek Cunningham is fucking here.
What did I tell you?
Fuck.
Where?
Tyreek showed up.
What?
Tyreek Cunningham.
Why did he say Alexis, please?
You were shitting on him, I think. I mean, yeah, he said Alexis, please. Also, please stop beating me up. I mean, to be fair. Of course
he's on your side.
He popped up while I was answering the questions almost 3 hours in. And second of all,
also,
you were on your phone and you left. You left.
Oh my God.
Alexis
I went
left.
to the bathroom and I went to go get a candy upstairs.
Guys.
Also, I'm on my phone playing a sledding game.
That sounds like something Tyreek would say.
No, it's not. Tyreek. Oh my
God.
You're already gone now.
I've said this before. One of these days, we will make the headline question for these videos. What is your Love Ziggler nickname? And he would have to show up and answer it.
I love how he said, whoa, there's a lot going on here.
Yeah, no shit, Tyreek. It's all your fault. If you weren't harassing Alexis, she would not be abusing me. That's crazy. Last couple of comments here. Monkey talking about
Zach
Don
has
Callis.
been trying... Dangle, I'm not Tyreek!
Zach is talking about National Something Day. Zach, what are you talking about? Monkey's talking about Don Callis being good on the mic.
You can't write this shit. I just can't.
Nike fan said, yo, Bayley left the WWE. If she goes to AEW, what are 3 matches you hope to see her compete in? I don't think Bayley has not left the WWE. Unless that happened today. and during the show and I missed it. I don't think she's gone yet. But if she goes to AEW, I want to see her in Mercedes Moné, obviously. Chris Statlander would definitely be great. And then her and Bailey and who else? Tony Storm. Say Tony Storm.
Yeah, Zach, we saw.
Yes.
Is that a
thank
dessert?
you.
I feel like it's probably a dessert.
Probably. I always like you're ignoring me. That's funny. Monkey's talking about Big Show's Collision on commentary. That's what AEW needs. Oh, I haven't watched Collision yet. I got to go back and watch that show. I have not seen the show yet.
Maybe Bailey's on Collision.
Hey, maybe. On Saturday? Yeah, maybe. And they're still talking about her on Raw on Monday. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
I think women's booking has an issue. Maybe the creative team needs a female writer. Yes, they do. For WWE, yes, they do. I mean, every company needs a female writer, but WWE especially for sure. Not enough female representation in that writer's room. I thought their head writer on Raw was a woman. I have not heard anything about that in months. So
They need to do a better job of that.
How the fuck do they have a lead female writer for Raw that's a woman, and then Liv Morgan hasn't defended the belt in 4 months? That would make no sense to me. Alexis, you were indeed gone. Have you ever seen Tyreek and Alexis in the same room? I have not.
Why would I cosplay as a black man?
Graham blaming Alexis.
Riddle me that.
Blaming Alexis. My brain hurts. There's a
Why
lot
would
of
I do
finger
that?
pointing going on here. I don't know.
That's insane.
Tyreek. Tyreek was here. We all love ourselves some Tyreek. Fatal Influence, 2 injuries in 2 weeks. That was my point. Agents need to know talent's limitations. Yeah, I agree with that. What did Fatal Influence? Who did they hurt the week prior? Oh, the Brie Bella thing. Was that Fatal Influence's fault? I don't know if that was JC's fault. That might have just been a freak thing. I know what you're talking about. I don't know if that was their fault. Robert Downey Jr. did it.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was what, the 80s?
Hey, it's true.
That would be fucking crazy.
This stream.
Playing a sledding game. See
What
me
is she
sledding?
doing?
I'm sledding.
This is ridiculous. This stream is completely off the rails, which is why we'll wrap it up, but it's been a blast. This has been an amazing time. I appreciate all the love in the chat from all of you guys. It's been so great. Thank you so much for that. Let me just pull up the housekeeping stuff real quick as we wind down here. Want to shout out the channel members as always. We got a lot of them in the chat here today. We have one of them right next to us. Alexis, Miss Maud Matthews, Dillon, DiGiacomo, Mrs. Renee, Daniel, Malcolm, at I'm Quarter on X.
2008? Oh my god. Wait, that was in 2008?
What?
That movie that he did? Tropic Thunder?
Yeah, that was like
Oh
07,
my god.
bro. 07, 08.
Oh, Jesus.
The 80s?
I'm sorry.
She's cooked, guys. Yeah, don't hurt him, please. Don't hurt me. I didn't do anything wrong. Tropic Thunder was 08.
That's
Thank
crazy.
you,
I
Manuel.
didn't know that.
Yeah, hey, Richie, you need to know I'm okay.
Do the hand
I will
signal.
send you a hand signal over text.
I did not know that.
At RJ_Marceau on
My whiteness
X,
is showing.
John Ritland, Real Honesty with John Ritland on YouTube. You have no concept of time, so I understand.
All right.
No less detected. Richie, Red Planet Wrestling on YouTube. Bill Meister and Average Grunt at gruntwrestling.bluesky.social on Blue Sky. More information on how to become a WrestleRant All Access Pass channel member down below. I will include our Miz interview video form for channel members pretty soon before it goes live for everyone else, so check it out. Also, if you want to send in a question to this show, you can do so by tweeting me on the Twitter machine at WrestleRant with the hashtag AskGSM. I usually put up the post on Facebook on Mondays, but find me there, facebook.com/graham.gsm.matthews. Also, drop a comment on the wall itself, if not on the post that I usually put up. And last but not least, in the comment section of this very video, after it's done being live and processing, include your question in the comment section. I'll include it next week in this very video. Last thing here, thank you again to everyone that watched. Monkey, as I said before, yes, we do watch-alongs. I don't do them often, but we will do one again in the future. If you're subscribed, then keep your notifications on. Like this video, always helps in the algorithm. It helps a lot. So please like the video, drop a comment, share it, turn on notifications. We are typically live on Tuesdays and Thursdays for WrestleRant Radio or hashtag AskGSM and WrestleRant Radio, respectively. Time TBD on Thursday. Don't know what time we're going live yet with me and Mr. Marceau. Don't know what we're talking about yet, but we will be live on Thursday doing a show. After I was sick this past week, I'm a lot better now, so I say that as I cough. But we should be good for Thursday. And above all else, thank you to Alexis for joining us here today. Despite the abuse, this was fun for the most part. Yeah.
Richie said, W chat, W stream, Alexis, please, sad face, go easy.
Thank you, Richie. Thank you.
He spends all his free time trying to prove me wrong, so no matter what it is. So
I don't know. That's accurate.
yeah, see, that's what he's doing.
But, I mean, you're wrong there. So.
I see. He loves it.
How is that equivalent to you beating me up? Can someone answer that question, please? Can someone please answer that question?
It justifies it for sure.
Someone justifies it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This has been awesome. I will be back live on #AskGSM next Tuesday and WrestleRant Radio on Thursday. Richie said, nice to see you on the stream. Tyra, Alexis.
Thanks, Richie.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
I'm not Tyreek. I love how he. Oh my god, it's definitely somebody that's already watching.
Tyreek? No, that was Tyreek.
No, I think someone like Richie or Daniel is Tyreek.
Take your conspiracy theory hat off.
That's what they do to me.
I don't know. Stranger Things episode 9 over here. Guys, I'm scared. I'm scared to turn this off.
Don't say that.
See you, Grim. Good luck with your bruises, fam. Thank you, Daniel, and thank you for encouraging it. We appreciate you, Daniel. Much love. If you guys see me in person soon and I'm all beat up, you'll know why.
Oh
I may not admit why, but you know why.
Oh, stop it.
Richie with the CM Punk emoji super chat. Thanks for the love, brother. Appreciate it. Daniel, you as well. You guys have a great rest of your week. I will try to. Please stay safe out there.
So will I.
Please stay safe. Love Ziggler, baby. Not for Ty Alexis. Just for Tyreek. We love you, Tyreek, not Ty Alexis. Ty Alexis is a bully. She's a jerk. Anyway, I'm just stalling because I don't want to get beat up. But we'll see you guys next time. Have an awesome rest of your Tuesday. And we will catch your ass down the road.
Bye.
Peace.